Hello. Happy Crimson Tuesday. Bilkun, it is I, Raoul. Good to see you. Blaholtzen, happy Crimson Tuesday. Mousemas, hello. Bilkun asked a very interesting question. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? A woodchuck could chuck if he would chuck. I don't know the rest of it. Is there the rest of it? Or is it just a rhetorical question? Yeah, I'm kind of on time today, which is nice. Go on, Sama. Good to see you. Oh, Blaholtzen says if a woodchuck could chuck wood, it would be 2 wood. A woodchuck could chuck no amount of wood since a woodchuck can't chuck wood. That's the canonical answer to that question? I never really knew what the answer to that one was. But yeah, welcome everyone to Crimson Tuesday. It's an art stream tonight. We're going to go back to our fisherman, our pixely fisherman, clean him up some, animate him some, hopefully get that done. Well, we usually don't, but we'll try our best. We'll try our best today. And some developer updates. We're starting a new Let's Play, and I kind of hinted at what it's going to be, and I'm excited to show you guys. I saw some guesses on Twitter as well. Jim Makes Games, good to see you. Happy Crimson Tuesday. I don't think I've ever seen a woodchuck. I mean, we have beavers in Canada, so I don't know what a woodchuck is like, if that's similar to a beaver. Yeah, anyway. A developer update. Chapter 5 is well and well on its way. It's in development. What I usually do with chapters is I separate them into a few sections. So chapter 5 is in 3 different sections, and I've got it all kind of done up in a document that I will not even flash on the screen at all, so that people will pause it and dissect what's going on in it. But there is a doc. I've put together a document and kind of outlining everything and all the stuff that needs to be implemented. And I've started up my asset list for section 1, and it's going pretty smoothly, I'd say, because I'm being able to reuse a lot of stuff that I'd programmed before, like functions and stuff. So it's been good. It's been progressing well. Oh, it's a groundhog. Oh, Bill could. You're quoting Monkey Island 2. Nice. I feel like I should replay Monkey Island 2 at some point. I was one that I didn't have. The neighbor had that. There was this. I don't know if everyone had this, or at least some people had that same thing where you only really got adventure games or computer games in general, like at Christmas or your birthday. So, you would kind of coordinate with friends what you would get and what they would get, and so that you could kind of mix and match when you were playing games and also play them together. Tomorrow is Groundhog Day, not Woodchuck Day. Matt's not a bad name. So that's the thing. A woodchuck would chuck no amount of wood because a woodchuck can't chuck wood. That is in Monkey Island. But yeah, I will give you guys the hints again, like I tweeted, about what I'm going to be Let's Playing today. It is a game also, so Personal Nightmare we finished last week. We defeated the devil. We poured holy water on the devil. No spoilers, warning spoilers. And it was all very exciting. And today we're starting another game that is another EGA game, another game from 1989, and another game that is kind of in houses, like a house-based kind of adventure game. Some people guessed, it's natural of course to guess The Colonel's Bequest, because The Colonel's Bequest did indeed come out in 1989, is indeed an EGA, and is very much based around the plantation house, but it is not The Colonel's Bequest. That is the number one best guess for sure. You need to catch up on the VOD Jim Makes Games. It's not Maniac Mansion. That's another really good guess. I'm not 100% sure when Maniac Mansion came out. Oh, Maniac Mansion 1987. Okay. And somebody else guessed Hugo's House of Horrors, which is another really good guess. It is not Hugo's. I did do a Let's Play of the 3 Hugo games with Skippy Granola, like way a long time ago, but unfortunately the audio kind of stops being audible 40 minutes in, so unfortunately we lost some of that. And Hugo 1 was in 1990. Ronald Dragster, good to see you. There are a lot of EJ house-based adventure games. More than you'd expect, more than I really imagined. Yeah, and so this one I have, I was really pleased. I'll be able to share it with you guys, and no one's guessed it yet, so I'm really excited. Evil Tentacle, good to see you. Hello to you, and hello to Pixel Lovers. That's not a bad name. It is not Mystery House. Mystery House came quite a bit before. I think Mystery House was 1981 or something. Deluxe Tux, good to see you. The 32-bit kid, good to see you as well. Wonderful. Yeah, Well, no, we're talking about my next Let's Play, which I will be showing. So I think, depending on how well we do with the art stuff, we'll probably start doing the Let's Play around 10, 10:30, 10:15 or so. And then I will tell you, I will reveal to you what the game will be for the next little bit. Gokai Orange, haldo, good to see you. Welcome to chat, good to see you. Happy Crimson Tuesday. Yeah, so I'm working on Chapter 5. My beta testers have furnished me with a lot of very detailed feedback, which is very excellent and helpful and kind of horrifying because they found some gnarly bugs. Stuff that I don't even know where to start with. But it's really good that they did, because it means that hopefully, when I fix these bugs, that other people won't encounter them, which is what it's all about. Of course, I wanted it to be perfect and without blemish. I knew that was unrealistic, and I've been proven right in that instance. But yes, if you find bugs in the demo, please let me know. And of course, yeah, all the beta testers, thank you so much for your help and your very detailed screenshotted feedback of the weirdest stuff I've ever seen. Like weirdly palette swapped things. I have no idea what happened. But thank you. And more. Just a Jeffy, good to see you. Furry, heyo. Yeah, Jim makes it. It's funny what testers can find. What are the hints for the Let's Play? Ronald Dragster asks. It was released in 1989. It is based in a house. It is an EGA adventure game. And it's also horror, actually. It's a horror EGA adventure game from 1989. So those are the hints that we have so far. And I don't know if I can give out very many more hints than that. Simon K 1176, good to see you. Yes, testing is meant to find bugs, so it worked. Good going. Good game. Is it GG good game or good? Yeah, it's good game, right? I'm doing well. Yeah, I'm really pleased that people have found all these bugs, because yeah, that's absolutely what it's for. Level 0 Luke, good. Thank you for the follow. Level 0 Luke, are you a level 0 NPC by any chance? I hope. It Came from the Desert was 1989, Bill Coon says. Debatably a house game. Was that an EGA, though? And yeah, I mean, there are houses in that game. I guess most games would have houses. But this game, I think, it kind of occurs exclusively in and around the house. Bill Coon. Bill Coon has it. Bill Coon guessed correctly. Very, very good. Bill Coon guessed Last Half of Darkness. And you are absolutely correct, Bill Coon. Fantastic. Level 0 Luke, wonderful, good to see you. Speaking of Level 0 Luke, do you guys stream on Twitch at all? I know you guys still do. You're doing a Shadows of Darkness, a Quest for Glory 4 Shadows of Darkness Let's Play right now. Oh, did you Jim Makes Games? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, you definitely, right after Bill Coon said It Came from the Desert. Oh, Evil Tentacle, you saw Fractal might play it as well. Oh, you know, it's really good to see you, Level 0 Luke. And I did send you the beta for the game. So I hope you want to test it, or what. Yes, Jim Makes Games, congratulations. Oh, also, LG, I gotta check out, I knew Lazy Game Reviews did do a review of Last Half of Darkness, and Pushing Up Roses Play, so I gotta check out what they've done with it. But it is abandonware, so I have DOSBox all set up and tested. Yes, it's EGA, but 99% EGA blue, and you're correct. And here's the thing, so it is abandonware, so it kind of, dances along that moral line of whether to play it or not, but I'm really pleased, because I can show you this finally, I don't have to wait. I have the disc. I have Last Half of Darkness on my microforum disc here. It's like 650 kilobytes in total. It's a nice double density floppy, it looks like, by the look of it. Oh, good, you rewatch them sometimes. Level 0 Luke, all YouTube. Unfortunately, you do Twitch, but Matt can't. I see. It's a timing thing. But yeah, so I've got Last Half of Darkness here. So I feel like it's well within my moral rights to play it on stream with you guys with using DOSBox. But yeah, so I do have. I don't remember when I bought this. I never finished it, and so I'm hoping we can finish it together. A 3D printed save icon. Yeah, but Level 0 Luke, has a YouTube channel called Level 0 NPCs. They play through a lot of adventure games, a lot of Sierra adventure games, all the Quest for Glory stuff, Codename Iceman, which was a classic, and I will never play that game, so thank you. They've done a wonderful Let's Play of Gold Rush, which I will also probably never play, so thank you. Enjoy those Let's Plays, they're wonderful. But yeah, Last Half of Darkness. And what I'm going to do is actually, I'll show you. So right now, when I play the game, I'll have this whole big caption across the top that says no hints or backseating, please, because I'm playing it for the first time in like decades. And so I'm going to try to play it without just kind of completely getting my first impressions of it kind of again. Although that caption along the top will probably change pretty quick. Probably by next week, I'll be saying just whatever, give me every hint you possibly have, because let's get through this. But for now, I'm going to be saying no hints or backseating for our, for the first episode or two, first Let's Play or two of Last Half of Darkness. Oh my gosh, Bill, when you're looking forward to playing Gold Rush and Iceman, oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know if I could attempt it, because seeing like the level 0 NPCs play them, it gets pretty tricky, and they get through it because there's like 3 of them, I think, playing them at once, and that's good moral support to have, and I don't know if I could play those alone. Yes, the game's made in 1989, so we expect that it's not going to be super user-friendly. I tried, it's a mouse-based game, so it's not too bad. Alejandre Liss, thank you for the follow. That person 122, hi, good to see you. I'm so glad you got to make it to stream as well. Welcome. Yeah, we're gonna do some art tonight. Yeah, so the Last Half of Darkness, yeah, I mean, it was made in 1989 by a company called SoftLab Laboratories. They've made 8 games in the Last Half of Darkness series, so it's kind of amazing. It's one of those things where you don't expect there to be so very many, but there are. And the most recent one was Last Half of Darkness, Society of the Serpent Moon in 2011. Hello! Oh no, I'm gonna butcher this. Bahamamu? Bajamamu? Good to see you. Welcome to chat. Hi, everybody. A humble fan of the other red-haired investigator here. Thank you for this development, Julia. You're welcome. My pleasure. And hello, Alejandre Liss. We're gonna get started. Yeah, the second 8th of Darkness. They should have done fractions for, but they kind of did like a Last Half of Darkness : other title, which got really long. Beyond the Spirit's Eye, Temple of Togir, East, Last Half of Darkness, so on and so forth. Yeah, I really like level 0 NPCs. I haven't had a chance so much to watch like everything and catch up with everything, but yeah, Quest for Glory 4 is awesome. Let's get into, I guess I'm going to quickly introduce myself, and then I'm going to run the trailer, and then we're going to dive into Photoshop and get started on today's bit of introductory sequence upgrading art stuff. Yes. Twitch Monica 20, good to see you. Welcome to chat. Thank you for coming tonight to Crimson Tuesday. Yeah, so welcome. I am Julia Minamata. I'm the game developer behind The Crimson Diamond, which is a mystery adventure game set in Canada in the early 1900s. And you play the lady behind me, Nancy Maple, and this quilt is done by my lovely mom. She's real. She's 4 feet tall, so I get to be taller than Nancy. But I don't think in the game she'd be 4 feet tall, but she's just 4 feet tall in real life. I'm well, Twitch Monica 20. I'm very well. Oh yes, level 0 looked. I'm so there to play Colonel's Bequest with the level 0 NPCs. 100%. That'd be awesome. And yeah, I kind of was thinking, yeah, I might play it here, but I'd love to play it with other people, because half the fun in these games is like, doing the little voices and stuff. And I don't know how much dialogue there's going to be in Last Half of Darkness. I saw screenshots. It looks like a pretty lonely game. But yeah, I'm making this game. There is a demo available on Steam and itch.io for Mac and PC and Mac. There's a Mac port thanks to Chad Armstrong. And yeah, please let me know what you think. Chapter 1 of 7. And I'm currently developing Chapter 5, so I'm hoping, Dan's hoping, I'm sure as well. Dan is the musician on the project. Dan and I are both hoping that the game comes out this year sometime. We'll see. We'll try. But yeah, I will play the trailer for you guys now, and then we will get into the art stuff. So give me a second. We'll work in. Oh no, why won't? Okay, yes, here we go. On to the trailer. Crimson, Ontario was once a prosperous, lively mining town. But that was a long time ago. Now it's quiet, nearly deserted, and some folks aim to keep it that way. Nancy Maple is an aspiring mineralogist assigned to follow the trail of a dazzling diamond. An intriguing cast of characters has converged under one roof, each meaning to get their own way. Or else. Will Nancy untangle the mysteries and machinations before it's too late? Will the sleepy town of Crimson shine once more? Find out in The Crimson Diamond, an upcoming adventure game by Julia Minamata. The Crimson Diamond demo is available on Steam and itch.io for Windows PC and Mac OS. Woo, JBL, Judith Butler's Lover, you caught the trailer, wonderful. Yeah, and I forgot to update Nightbot, and I should have had links. Although I don't think you can get this version of Last Half of Darkness anywhere. I looked on GOG, I looked on Steam. There is a remake, I think, that they made in the 2000s, but it's not the same. So yeah, I'll probably throw up a link to the LGR review for it. But yeah, oops, Personal Nightmare still up. Fluke, it's good to see you. Oh, there's a VGA version too. Makes games. You know us. If I can play EGA of something, that's something else that's kind of on my list of things I want to try. Is the Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade EGA game, which I've never played. Oh, Bahama Moo. I never played. You never played Last Half of Darkness? It's got some really eerie looking stuff, and so we'll go over what the story is and everything when we get into the Let's Play. Oh, food favorite. What's my food favorite? Pizza, pizza, cookies, bread, or cake. I think that's bread. I'm gonna go with cake on that. Although I don't really eat that much cake. And yeah, I didn't know this last Snail Track game was called The Final Fondue. It's kind of wonderful. Oh, it doesn't have. Yeah, is there the Crimson Diamond tag? I don't know if there is a Crimson Diamond tag. Oh wait, is there a category? Is there a category? Emerzine, thanks for the resub. The Crimson Diamond, is it on there? Oh, what do you know it is? Okay, I will do that. Thank you. Emerzine, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I've just changed the tag to the Crimson Diamond, which I love the fact that it's on there. Like that's something that automatically happened that I didn't have anything to do with. Yes, The Last Crusade was VGA. There is an EGA version, I do believe. And I do have it. Yeah, I have a tag, Luke. It's like it auto. There's that word auto-magically that people use, and it's like it auto-magically populated on that. And Twitch Monica 20. I think my favorite color. That's a hard one. I do like yellow, but I like greens. I like plant greens too. But yeah, let's get started on the piece that we're working on right now. And yes, congratulations again, Jim Makes Games for guessing Last Half of Darkness. And hopefully you guys are seeing Photoshop right now. And this is the piece we're working on, this forest scene. We're working on this fisherman guy. So just to give you an idea of what he looked like what he currently looks like in the current version of the demo is this guy. And we've been kind of cleaning him up. We're not going to do too much work with him. The actual sequence is pretty short. I keep telling myself. Yes, mega cool. So there's that. But yeah, I'm just gonna go in maybe. Oh, you know what I forgot to do is I forgot to get a visual reference for a fishing pole. So give me 1 second. Control tab. Yeah, let me put this on my face again so I can just grab off the internet a fishing pole. A 1900s fishing pole. Oh, there's a Project Gutenberg version of Photoshop, Judith Butler's Lover says. Interesting. My favorite city. I liked London a lot when I was there for Adventure X in 2019. But I'm in Toronto, and I do love the city that I'm in. Fishing pole. 1900s fishing pole. Oh no, yeah, Bahama. You tried to play the Crimson Diamond some time ago, but for some reason the game executed in a weird resolution, like too big to fit the screen. Yeah, there is a Win setup that you can run if you're running it off Steam, and you can change, like there's some nearest neighbor filtering that hopefully you can change. It's not that smooth loading for people, and I think that's really unfortunate. And I'm hoping to fix that in the future. Yeah, yeah, Maximus. Yeah, the fishing line shouldn't be loose. Yeah, oh, I see. Do the Butler's Love. Yeah, actually, I'm using Photoshop Creative Cloud right now, so I am on the newest. I am on the newest version. Not yeah, the newest version, I guess. Um, not London, Ontario. Eating with London, England is what I quite like. Yeah, Bahamut. I hope you can play with like the settings in that setup file. It's called Win Setup, but also like in Steam when you right click it, you should be able to choose potentially some display options. Um, oh, I missed what you guys said about the what you said last stream. Interrogate fish. Okay, I'm just gonna grab. Sorry, I'm sorry if this is just my face and me not even looking. I'm just gonna quickly try to grab a fishing pole from the 1900s to use for guidance. Okay, yeah, I see. This one's pretty good, I think. And yeah, the line should not be slack. Absolutely. Um, let's see. Just give me just a simple fishing pole in its entirety. Um, and the beauty of low resolution is that we don't. It doesn't have to be. Okay, this looks pretty good. It doesn't have to be particularly detailed because nothing here is. But Photoshop is Control Alt. Hopefully you see Photoshop again. Okay. Chicken with a pulley in the middle. Chicken with a diamond. Okay, so here's our fishing pole that we're going to be using. Pretty standard, same kind of thing. I very well could have used this exact one when I was making this. But we're going to concentrate on that right now. Although I'm just going to flip it. Okay, here we go. So we're going to use this fishing rod with its reel. Pretty basic. I don't know if fishing rods, have done much evolving in the interim, but I think that'll be good enough for us. Should there be music, Mousemas? Thank you. Absolutely, there should be music. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you, JBL. I have to keep it real. I do. Let's get in here. And this definitely shouldn't be slack, so let's correct that first. Yes, I have to make sure it looks real. That it's real. You guys are wonderful. Hopefully, Dan will be able to come back next week. Maybe finish off that ragtime piece that did not actually end up finishing, didn't actually end up being in the new version of the demo. But if anyone was interested in playing the demo, there is version 16, which is out on Steam and itch.io, that has a bunch of quality of life stuff, and hopefully it's like less broken than a lot of stuff. And I'm sure there are bugs. And yeah, there are weird display issues too, so hopefully when I launch the game eventually I can fix a lot of that stuff. Back to life, back to reality. You want to give Photoshop an authentic feel by giving it a pause. Like mine does do a pause. Although the thing I don't like about Photoshop Creative Cloud is that it has updates, which I don't like. Because, yeah, Photoshop CS2 is what I was using for a great deal of my time. But it just lags. It lags a lot when I was streaming, and so it wasn't, it was very hard to use. So we're kind of moved away from that. And yeah, in full disclosure, a very nice person who works at Adobe has been able to furnish me with Creative Cloud at a discount. So I'm not paying like a lot of money every year for this, because I know it's expensive, and I, I definitely have to consider that, for myself, monthly expenses, because I mean, I do contract work here and there, but I don't make a lot of money per month because the game hasn't released yet. So yeah, I definitely, I don't think I would be using Adobe Creative Cloud if I wasn't getting some kind of a discount on it. So yeah, I definitely sympathize with people who are unwilling or unable to use it, and also looking for alternatives. Yes, Lucas, yes. When Crimson Diamond takes off, I'll be able to buy Adobe. Yeah, but yeah, I don't use opacity. Can I get a discount? Yeah, just there's so much. I probably use 20% of what Photoshop can do. So yeah, I'll pay 20%. Ah, Judith Butler's love of Krita. Well, you hope Krita will one day overtake Photoshop. Yeah, it's nothing lasts forever. Um, let's see here. So let's get this line unslacked. Oh, Affinity Photo, just as Jeffrey says. There are some good alternatives for pixel art for sure. Um, Absolutely. Oh. Yeah, Ace Bright's really good, Jim Makes Games. You're absolutely right. Diamonds are forever. You know what? Diamonds actually will burn at a lower temperature than sapphires and rubies will. So in some ways, diamonds are hardier. They're definitely the hardest mineral or gem, but they're also more brittle than some things too, I think, or something like that. So I mean, they're not the strongest and most durable in every respect, which is actually kind of interesting to think about. So let's see. It would be, if it's straining against, it would kind of be, it wouldn't be straight because the would be doing this kind of thing, like leaning actually away from the pole is my thinking, although the hoops do get shorter, so hold on. But I do want a gap between them. This is where low resolution pixel art kind of is a bother, because it's either like right on the pole. Oh well, it's okay. For you're a fan of the Ace Bright? Yeah, Ace Bright's got a lot of really cool features. I'm a fan of Ace Bright, absolutely. And some things that Photoshop can't do, or maybe it does. I mean, I don't check the update notes, so maybe it does do all the stuff. But as far as I know, it doesn't. Yes, diamonds are not necessarily forever eaten with. Absolutely. Ah, that person 122. You use Clip Studio and Clip Studio Paint and Ace Bright. I hear good things about Clip Studio Paint, and I hear their brushes are actually kind of better, and the painting, the way that gets simulated. Yeah, and then yeah, it's a one pay. Like Ace Bright and Clip Studio Paint are just one pay, and that's all she wrote, which I do appreciate a lot more. So this is going to be difficulty because we do need to make the pole wooden, but I don't know how to make it stand out against the riverbank and the guy's hand. So we might have to just use a completely other color, or just stick with the yellow, potentially. Although, should not the pole be yellow? But I think that's going to look weird. Let's experiment with it. Because it would be a wooden pole, because they didn't make them out of metal, I don't think, back in this time. So let's quickly clone the fisherman, and then we'll take a quick look. The Murder, She Wrote. Isn't that all she wrote? I've never really watched Murder, She Wrote. That looks bizarre, but what I'm kind of going to try to do is I'm going to try to mix it up with a little bit of the brown here and there. Maybe it's hard when you have a, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Maybe I need to. No, I can't use the. Here's the thing. Yeah, I can't use the. I can't use the bright red because that's his skin color, and I can't. That's okay. That doesn't break up too bad. But Bahabamu, you like So yeah, so I've seen like Pushing Up Roses, her awesome reviews of Murder She Wrote, and yeah, it's kind of wonderful, and it's like peak '80s TV, I think. I don't know if it's on any streaming services. I actually right now I've got a BritBox subscription along with the Amazon Prime because there's a show called Vera that's pretty good, and Shetland, which was also pretty good. But after that, I'm not sure if there's anything else. So that has a lot of like mystery shows, which are a lot of fun. And Murder She Wrote is an incredible. I like the name Murder She Wrote. Judith Butler's Lover, you're saying it's a bit violent and sexually explicit. Murder She Wrote. I don't know anything about it. Columbo, I really enjoy. But I don't know. I feel like there's so many of of that type of show, and there's actually a genre of like beautifully shot procedural mystery shows that I think are like a staple of like the UK/Scotland. BritBox has classic Doctor Who. Bally Kiss Angel on BritBox. I will look that up. If Lucas, you never had me pegged for a mystery fan. Um, Bally Kiss Angel. Interesting. Yeah, I tried a little bit of Jonathan Creek. I saw some like half of the first episode, and I wasn't too crazy about that one. So I wonder if that one gets better. Hogokai Orange. Remember perms, roses. Yep. Yeah, there's something really kind of comforting about. I'm not going to call it a period mystery because it's not really period mystery, being from perm times. But I will say that yeah, there's something like Columbo, which started in like the '70s. There's something super soothing about seeing like really cool '70s decor and shag carpeting in offices and stuff, and the cars and like the stuff people are wearing. It's really nice. It's definitely part of the appeal. Grundislav, great to see you. Okay, Evil Tentacle says Jonathan Creek gets better. Okay, I might try that one on my own and see what I think. Oh, I'm glad you think this looks pretty, Simon K. 1176. Grundislav, of course, is Francisco Gonzalez, who's currently working on Rosewater. We both participated in the Big Adventure event that just wrapped up last week, January 20th to 24th. And Grindislav streams on Wednesdays for Wild West Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern. Yes! Judith Butler's Lover. Jonathan Creek stars Alan Davies from QI. And Alan Davies is an exceedingly charming person. So yeah, I kind of had high hopes for it. But yeah, it's kind of a... I wasn't blown away by it, but I will try to give it another chance. If it gets better. If I'm told it gets better. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed, like, Broadchurch was kind of nice. Yeah, Shetland, Vera. Vera and Shetland are both based on characters and stories by Anne Cleeves, or Cleeves? I think HBO did a #1 Ladies Detective Agency season. That's Alexander McCall Smith. And that's pretty good. Yes. Yeah, period piece of 1970s. 1970s Los Angeles is Columbo, which is just wonderful to see. See, Grindislav the same. I made it through about halfway through the pilot of Jonathan Creek after being told it was really good. And yeah, I kind of gave up on it, but like Chad is saying that it's actually kind of enjoyable. Like it actually gets better. So I might give it another chance. Edmund Detour, good to see you. Watching the stream for a few minutes, but forgot to say hi. Hello, another wonderful welcome to another fellow AGS developer, or used to be AGS developer. And today was kind of on Twitter the anniversary for Adventure Game Studio, Chris Jones's Adventure Game Studio, which is significant to Grendislav, of course, also uses Adventure Game Studio for his games. Edmund Detour also uses it, has used it in the past, and I'm using it for the Crimson Diamond. So none of us would be here had it not been for Chris Jones and his little project, and so I am super grateful for that. Ah, Fura, you redeemed watercolor cat card. I will grab that. Did I see The Alienist? I have not seen The Alienist. Interesting. There's no happy birthday cake emoji. Oh, Blaholtzen, yes. Blaholtzen is also dipping his toe into the Adventure Game Studio. And yeah, what's your first impression of the engine been? I gotta put a reel on this. I gotta make it more real. Okay, I'm gonna grab the cat card. And then we're gonna show a watercolor cat card, and then we're gonna continue on. The second season is Aimless of Jonathan Creek. Oh no, wait, Judith Butler's Lover. Which show are you talking about? Alienist? Oh, that person went to another person who is big on the AGS. Yes, I agree. It's super understandable, beginner friendly. I couldn't have gotten this far in Crimson Diamond without it. It's getting real here. Slash Studio, good to see you. I'm just gonna grab the watercolor cat card. I'll be right back. Ah! Ooh. Yes, I tripped. It's fine. It's all under control. Okay, I'm gonna switch to Big Julia view. I don't think I've shown this one. Although I feel like I have to start rotating some of them out. Some of them are up on the wall, and I think I have to start rotating some of the cards out, because I think I showed you guys all the ones in the album. Although I really should have kept track of that better. Oh, Jim Makes Games used AGS for your first game, and you finished it, but haven't gone back to it since. Is there a reason, Jim Makes Games, that you haven't gone back to AGS? Yeah, I'm okay. There's a lot of like my green screen background kind of there's a lot of stuff to like trip over, and so I'm totally fine. But I just kind of kicked something, and I bet everything kind of shook. It's cool. It's cool. Oh, okay. Alienist gets upsetting in the second season. Yeah, I like cozy mystery. Oh, Edmund Detour, you're playing a game made in AGS right now. Nice. Oh no, it's less you broke your toe. I'm shocked I haven't broken a toe yet. I don't think I've shown this card yet. This is from January 2010. Good. The green screen is not taking this, so that's kind of nice. This card from 2010. We have Dido Cat on the roof with the fiddle, and we have Leo up here. So there were once 3 cats. Now there are none. But I suppose this is the next card I did after Leo had died. Leo made it to the great old age of, I think, 21 or 22. He was a very dignified gray tabby. Oh, I'm glad you guys like this one. So this one, I think the reason I did this was for my mom's birthday. My dad got tickets for her and him to go to see Fiddler on the Roof here in Toronto. And so for my card, I decided I wanted to commemorate that by having Dido be the Fiddler on the Roof There's no cat on a hot tin roof joke I'm going to make here or anything like that, because this is clearly not a tin roof. But yeah, so my mom loves Fiddler on the Roof. We have the VHS version with, I think his name is Zero. Is his name Zero Mostel? Is the star role? And it's a wonderful musical. If anyone has never seen Fiddler on the Roof, it's gorgeous. And so my dad took my mom for her birthday, and so that's why this card exists. This is 2010. Kurt Rocket Runner, great to see you. Wonderful, wonderful. Ah, Flukas, you were a theater major in college, and you were an extra in Fiddler on the Fiddler on the Roof. Groban Josh, great to see you. Yeah, we're just that. So that is the redeemed watercolor card. Thank you for the redemption. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna have to next stream that I'm doing this, I'm going to have to start bringing stuff down because I don't want to repeat myself with them. Oh, Fiddler was a theme for your freshman year of marching band. Nice. Yeah, it's a wonderful production. The one that we have on VHS. I think it's like MGM from like the 70s sometime. It's fantastic. I think it won like tons of Oscars. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so there's that. Let's go back to Photoshop. Da, 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 da. One day I'll internalize my shortcuts. Okay, so yeah, it kind of looks like although I think I probably should now that I'm seeing the color variation I'm putting into the rod, I should probably put some color variation into the line. Just to Jeffy, yeah, as much as I like musicals, I really haven't seen that many. In Toronto, a big one was Phantom of the Opera, which I saw in like grade 4 or 5 or something, at the Pantages Theater, which is the big one. And so there's Phantom of the Opera and Les Miserables that I really do like, and I know basically all the songs from those. But I haven't really seen that many other ones. I've seen Wicked, I've seen The Lion King. Yeah, and yeah, my college had a theater as well, and my college had a really good performing arts program, but I actually never saw anything, which is such a missed opportunity. But that just goes to show you that when I was in college, I was such just a workaholic, and I had like basically professional music theater people, and I could have gone to see these shows for probably pretty cheap, and I just didn't, because I just stayed in my room and I worked like all the time. That's all I did. So I guess I have, but my high school was also a performing arts high school, and so I got to see like Hairspray, and I saw Bye Bye Birdie, um, Oliver. My mom also really loves Oliver Twist, and what else? Yeah, so I saw some like high school productions of musicals, but I don't really remember them that much. Ah, Simon K. 1176. You can't get into musicals. The singing takes you out of the story. It breaks the fourth wall for me. I'm not crazy about musical movies per se. I do like it. I like live performances of musicals. Um, but the movie version of The Sound of Music is unimpeachable. It's gorgeous and wonderful and magical. So there's the one. But yeah, I don't watch. I don't tend to watch musical movies. I mean, of course, like animated stuff, but like not like the Les Miserables movie that they did. I started to watch and then I couldn't watch it. Um, we don't have to speak about any of the other recent, any of the other recent entries into that genre of film, musical films. Defying mineralogy. Do the powers level. Oh yeah, My Fair Lady. I also like Julie Andrews was good in My Fair Lady and Sound of Music. So I guess I have seen I guess a few, but I don't know. Yeah, Soul Pepper Theater. That's a good. I don't think I've seen any Soul Pepper. They did Peter Pan. Yeah, I don't think I've seen anything there, which is kind of a shame. Ah, you watched a lot of the old Fred Astaire, Gene Kelly, and Judy Garland films, Deluxe Talks. I don't think I saw a lot of like the old, like the golden age of stuff where they would have people in swimming pools and stuff. Okay, we need the reel. The reel. The reel is. It's gonna be pretty. You know what? I need to make the pole longer. I think. I think that's the problem because I need to. The reel here would be too low on this to balance, so I think I'm gonna need to extend the pole. Yeah, cartoons. I do agree that when cartoon movies, animated movies have music, it's kind of easier to accept. But I loved Little Mermaid so much. Howard Shore, I think he won an Oscar for that soundtrack. Yeah, that's probably my favorite visual Disney movie is Sleeping Beauty, but I think the one I loved the music the most of was Little Mermaid. I had the tape for that, and I played it a lot. And yeah, sang along to every song. Oh, Howard Ashman. Sorry, Protomel. Good catch. Why did I say... Is Howard Shore a composer? Yes, the Distillery District is gorgeous. Just a Jeffy. I don't know. Toronto has a lot going for it. So yeah, I mean, my favorite city is probably Toronto. Howard Ashman. Huh. Yes, that studio. Yeah, the artwork for Sleeping Beauty was beautifully hand done. It was so multi-layered, and the way it's stylized, it was very, very, very appealing to me. About Bahamamu, you like Cabaret? I never saw Cabaret actually. I see. Do the Butler's over. You want to be where the mineralogists are. I'm gonna get like flagged, so that's as far as I'll go. I want to sweep 'em. Cataloging. Howard Shore. Okay, that's put him. Howard Shore is Lord of the Rings. Howard Ashman is the Little Mermaid. I have a problem where I mix stuff up. So, for instance, last half of Darkness, the game we're going to be playing today. In university, college/university, I took a science fiction course, and one of the books that we did was Ursula K. Le Guin's Left Hand of Darkness, and I will confuse those two names pretty much all the time. And I think I would call, because Last Half of Darkness I encountered first, so Last Hand of Darkness versus Left Hand of Darkness, I will mix that up. And we already discussed Rimworld and Ringworld. That's a problem for me. And I guess Howard Ashman and Howard Shore is going to be another one. Bill Kuhn, yeah. You agree Sleeping Beauty is the pinnacle? Karaoke stream. They had something for Twitch. They had it and they got rid of it called Twitch Sings. And I think last January they stopped doing it. And I resisted doing it, which I'm glad I resisted. Because no one needs to hear that. Flukus, you said they can't flag me because my game has its own tag. Is that a thing? Yes, I want to marry a mineralogist and keep her artifacts warm. I listen to the Dagger of Amon-Ra soundtrack way too much. I listen to it basically every day, especially when I'm doing coding, because most of it's instrumental except for that one unforgettable piece. But yeah, we all know I love the mineralogist song. I know it divides people, but I'm pretty that whole soundtrack I'm quite fond of. It's the Last Hand of Darkness. Matt, it's not a bad name. You remember Twitch Sings as well? Yeah, I'm sad it's gone. Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, Fluke is just saying I'm too powerful to flag. Right. Yeah, it's funny because yeah, I mean, even like Grindoslav, he'll like just sing like a single lyric of something, and it'll get flagged. It's kind of scary how good they are at that. Oh, you're a stagehand for Cabaret, Jester Jeffy, and you got to play a part. That kind of stuff is fun. Karasala, it's good to see you. Yeah, Amon Ra music. I actually have a playlist where I play the Colonel's Bequest music, and then it's immediately followed by the Dagoth Amon Ra music. And I'm kind of ashamed to say that I prefer the Dagoth Amon Ra music. Don't tell Dan, because that one's not done on MT32. So I feel a little bit guilty. Yes, good to see you, Crasselash. Welcome back. Yeah, rocks rock. Oh yeah, I was gonna extend the, I need to extend it more. Ugh. Yeah, Crasselash, I agree. Kano's Bequest music is more moody and atmospheric, and the Dagoth Amon Ra music is it does feel more distinctive and much more of that era of the kind of the Roaring Twenties, which is kind of nice. So yeah, I do though I'll listen to them back to back anyway. If it gets me in the right mood, both of them do, to work on Crimson Diamond stuff. Dagoth Amon Ra music is not MT32, just a Jeffy. It is done in, Dan would know. But Colonel's Bequest, yeah, that one was done with Roland MT32. Although I think they later did it on other things. Ooh, there's a great song. Bahamut says in Discworld 2, that's Death. I think it was written by Eric Idle, who also voices Rincewind in both Discworld 1 and 2. Yes, the Discworld games I've never played, and that's something I would eventually like to do. Although I hear that they're extremely challenging. Yeah, I'm a big lover of Terry Pratchett's writing and his Discworld books. So I that's something I feel like I should eventually do. This is not straight. What am I doing? Let's try that again. Yeah, I've heard bad things about the Discworld puzzles. Kakalakola, welcome back, I believe. Yeah, I don't, I'm looking at the iPad for chat, and I can't tell if people is their first time in chat or not, but I think I recognize your name. Oh, yeah, General MIDI is what it's called, just a Jeff. Yeah, it can support MP32 and General MIDI. I believe the one that I listen to is General MIDI, the General MIDI version. And it's just such a fun, peppy soundtrack. Oh, good. Yes, Cola. I'm glad that I recognize your name. Oh, hold on. Give me 1 second. Oops. Dual names. Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Hopefully, we're getting some interesting enough work done before we get into Last Half of Darkness, which I'm excited to try. I'm going to try it without any walkthroughs, at least for the first session. Ah, you got to stream online, Dual Names. Wonderful. Congratulations and welcome. Happy Crimson Tuesday. Deluxe Tux, you're still reading the Discworld books in publication order. Haven't made much progress this month. You finally finished number 23, Carpe Jugulum. I'm trying to remember if I did read it, and I think I did like that one. I think I really liked Snuff of the more recent. Is Carpe Jugulum before or after Snuff? Because I distinctly remember that one as being really good, and really good particularly for a later Discworld novel. Because I find I liked the middle stuff more than the stuff that came later. But Snuff stood out for me. Okay, yeah, Jimmy seems... General MIDI led the charge against the Sound Blasters in the Battle of the Chiptunes. Yeah. Aw, Flukish, you can't find it, but somewhere out there is a clip of you on a stream of an internet friend singing Twitch Sings as a goodbye stream in your best Kermit the Frog voice. Aw. Oh, it's before. You haven't gotten to Snuff yet? I like Snuff a lot. And I don't even know why. That was so... let me know what you think of Snuff when you get to it. And do the Tiffany Aching books count? as Discworld series books for you, because I really love the Tiffany Aching series that he did. Oh, goodbye stream for Twitch things. Yeah, I'm kind of glad that I didn't do it. I'm kind of glad that it was they stopped making it before I got a chance to embarrass myself online with that. So thank you for that, Twitch. Okay, so that's longer, so that's probably better. Yeah, it was way too short before. I'm not a Fisher person, so I don't know these things, but I feel better about that. I'll Dual Names asks, Julia, as a developer of 2 projects that took 4 years each, first of all, congratulations. Um, and I'm very jealous because it sounds, by the sound of it, you finished your projects. How does that feel? I need to know how that feels. And trust me, I know the pain, but do you have any idea on when we'll be able to play or /buy/throw money at Crimson Diamond? I'm really hoping. I'm really hoping this year. I'm really hoping this year. Late this year, hopefully in time for the holiday season. That's the hope, and I like to fool myself into thinking it's actually an attainable goal. We'll see, but I really want that. Rainbow Connection is a gorgeous song, and let me see. Do I have a Kermit voice? I don't know if I have a Kermit voice. Oh yeah, and Jim makes games makes a point. I do have a Patreon. I still haven't sent the holiday cards out yet, but they are ready to send out. Just let us. I just wanted COVID to die down a bit in Toronto before I went, because I have no interest in standing in line in a cramped post office waiting to mail my stuff out. Oh, you're the coder for Primordia and Strangeland. Fantastic. Oh my goodness. Congratulations on launching Strangeland. How does it feel? How does it feel to launch a game? Oh, I'm so jealous. Yes, G makes games. I promise the holiday cards will arrive before Christmas next year. Okay, yes. Dual Names is AGS Wizard. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to see you. Dual Names. That is wonderful. I'm so impressed. You want to throw money and play Colonel's Bequest? Yes, yeah, no. Honestly, Dual Names, no, don't even feel bad about mentioning the Colonel's Bequest, because that was a huge influence for me. And when people say, "Oh, your game looks like Colonel's Bequest," it's like, yeah, it looks like Colonel's Bequest for a reason. It's because I love Colonel's Bequest, and it's the artwork I looked at when I was first, making my game rooms. Because I thought that game is the prettiest EGA game I have ever seen. I want whatever I make to look like that. So yeah, absolutely. Oh, Jeffy, you have a Kermit voice. It's always a news reporter Kermit from Sesame Street reporting the news live. I can't do a Kermit voice. I can do like a Go-Go Dodo voice from Animaniacs. You mean it as a compliment? I take it as a compliment. I appreciate Dual Names. Yeah. I actually got to talk to Douglas Herring, who is the artist for the Colonel's Bequest, and I got to show him my game, and he said that he was like kind of confused because he thought maybe it was some art that he'd made that he'd forgotten about. So that was kind of awesome. Yeah, I don't have a Kermit voice, but for some reason my mom thinks the Kermit the voice is the funniest voice. We had a mayor here called David Miller, and he had a kind of a Kermit the Frog voice, and my mom would laugh every time he said something on the news, and she would say he sounds like Kermit the Frog. So that was always fun. And she would say that. Can we have a channel point redemption for me to do them? I don't have. Oh, Go-Go Dodo was from Tiny Toons, not Animaniacs. Oh yes, you're absolutely right. I don't have any impressions. It's just bad ones. bad ones. Hello, my name is Gargardodo. Gargardo? Yeah, so that's there, I guess. I I don't do it much because I don't I don't amuse myself very much with weird voices. I don't know. Oh, just a Jeffy, you didn't remember? You didn't occur to you that David Miller had a Kermit the Frog voice? It's awesome. Frank Welker was Go-Go Dodo. Frank Welker can do anything. Oh, you saw the Studebaker car from in the Muppet? You saw the Muppet movie, the first Muppet movie? But yeah, I don't know. I don't. Sometimes though, when I watch a lot of a show, like if I was watching a lot of Shetland. It's actually on Netflix. Some of the seasons. So if you're interested in seeing something, you've got Netflix, and you like a murder thing set in Scotland, that's fun. So what happens what happens to me when I start watching a lot of a show, is that if they have like accents, I just tend to pick it up and I'll go around and play with it a little bit. Vera is set in North London, like northern England, so there's like it's a northern English accent, which is kind of cute. And Shetland, of course, is Scottish, which is also great. Okay, I get this reel in here, so I feel like the reel. Let me try another. Oh, Eden Waite also has a Kermit voice. Well, you could say the "Here's Fozzie Bear." Yeah, I don't think I have a Kermit voice. Here's Fozzie Bear. Yeah, I don't have it. Oh, cool. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the Studebaker was modified. The stunt driver could sit in the trunk. Couldn't figure out how he could possibly see where he was driving. Oh no, Jim exclaims, "I don't even want to know what that clip is." Let's get this reel in. The reel I've been talking about this whole time. I think it would be here. You know what we say when we have trouble making a graphic? We say it's only going to be on the screen for 4 seconds. Ooh, it's Farewell to Nova Scotia. Which will be in the game at some point. And Dan was doing a rendition for me. Yes, Nova Scotia DLC confirmed Proto Mill. Yeah, we're gonna have fun with the album for it, and hoping to have a MIDI version. Absolutely. I need to get the reel in his hand, so I think I need to make his arm longer, which I think his arm's pretty short anyway. So let's do that. Oh no, dual names. I'm definitely going to read all that because, like, any person who's released a game is my hero. You've released 2 games, and you've released Adventure Game Studio games, so like double, triple hero points for you. Dual name says, not to be like a moron, and be like, oh, here's this other developer talking about his stuff in my channel, but you said something about that must be nice, referring to releasing a game. I think the only advice I can give you is that the first month of release is very scary, but nothing is scarier than a big streamer playing your game and you being, come on, find the solution, don't give up every single second. I've watched some streamers play my game, and I've always been really happy because I'm like, oh look, someone else is testing my game and we'll find stuff. And without fail, when people have played the Crimson Diamond on their stream, they have found a bug. Even if it's just a typo, there have been bugs, and that makes the game better and also makes me wince because I want it to be perfect and it never will be. Yes, you're also happy for every stream. Yeah, I tried to make every single stream that I possibly could because I'm like, this is data points. This is what we need. And I don't know how big your teams were on Primordia and for Strangeland, but when you're working with a small team, you don't have the benefit of a lot of like people in house to test, and then that's kind of where the big blind spot is. Oh, nice! Oh my gosh, this guy Cone Carnage, 7K people. You're thinking, oh, I did fix the bug. Okay, 3 people was the team. Holy cow, that's fantastic. Well, I thought you had a bigger team than that. That's amazing. Hybrid Hazard, good to see you on stream. I can give you a shout out. Hybrid Hazard also streams games with a kind of in a regular schedule. So follow them on Twitch. I mean, I'll follow them on Twitter and on Twitch, so you know they go when they go live. Deluxe Tux defends the Strangeland telephone puzzle. I haven't played Strangeland yet. Jim Makes Games also has some experience releasing games. Says the hardest thing about releasing a game for me is building up motivation to try again after the crushing financial failure it turned out to be. But I have learned from my mistakes. I'm sure Crimson Diamond will do incredibly well because it already has so much presence and following. Thank you so much, Jim Makes Games. That is super. It's super nice to hear. But I for one, like I know what a roll of the dice these things are, and you can do everything right in terms of, like marketing your game and getting it out there and putting it in front of people. All these things, you can do everything right and still have a game not succeed financially. Because I have had that experience just with my previous career of trying to be a freelance illustrator for 10 years. You can try to put out your best work. You could try marketing yourself. You can try, sharing your work online as much as you can. Building your own portfolio website, sending out postcards, doing all these things. And at the end, it doesn't mean that you're going to be successful necessarily. And sometimes it's out of your control, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I'm fully prepared for all of the stuff that I've done with the Crimson Diamond to not be, to not be successful and not to do well. And I know that's the reality of being a game dev. And I'm prepared for that reality because as far as I'm concerned, that's been my reality up to this point. And so it's not going to be anything different for me if it doesn't do well. And it's certainly not going to stop me from wanting to be in the industry in some capacity, working on other teams, doing art direction and doing pixel art for other stuff. And hopefully there's a place for me. And I've said this before, and this really, it's true, and it's kind of sounds cheesy, but it is true, that even if the Crimson Diamond doesn't sell well, etc., I still feel like I've won when it launches, because I've learned so much through the past years that I've been really focusing on it, and I've had so many new experiences, I've met so many new people, I've made so many new friends, I've gone to places I never would have gone to with the game, to show the game. And none of that will be taken away from me if this game doesn't do well. I still have all those experiences. I'm still really glad that I decided to give game dev a shot one way or the other. Having it succeed would be kind of icing on the cake. But I know better than to expect anything of anything, just judging from my past my past record of not having things work out necessarily. Oh, I don't know the Otter Jug Band Christmas special. There's Muppet voices in there. Dual Names has something here, has something awesome about. I'm talking to Dave Gilbert. Dual Name says, once I asked Dave Gilbert, does he ever feel like giving up? And he said, I've never given up on making games. And then I linked him a 2004 post where he leaves the forums and game development. What I mean is, it might take 14 years to make Unavowed, and you might make a few small sustainable games till that point. Yeah, it's consistency. As with most things, consistency is key. Just as Jeffy says. Just as Jeffy says, can I just say how awesome all of you are? You're all a cool bunch of people, and I really enjoy spending Tuesday evenings with all of you. Thank you, Julia, for making a fun game and also for creating a cool content to bring us all together. And honestly, yeah, that's something, sorry, I did not mention when I said that all that other stuff about why this has been such a positive experience for me. Is, yeah, like this here that we do on Tuesdays, most Tuesdays anyway, this has been such like a bright spot in the week for me. For the social interaction, for having you guys be so wonderful in chat. I never thought that I'd do something I never thought I'd be a streamer at all. I didn't think that was something I'd want to do, or I would be any good at doing. And this has been wonderful. So this won't go away. Although Dan has asked me, so when you launch the game, what are we going to do with stream? I have no idea. But this all the stuff that we've done and all the hanging out we've done, that does not go away if the game doesn't do well. So there are so many positive things. I cannot. Of course, I'll be crushed. I'll be crushed if the game doesn't do well. Of course, but I can never say that nothing good came of it. Yeah, Eating Way says, and sometimes there might be 100, if not thousands, of other people making an EGA game in 2022. The market might be overflooded, but perhaps not. Yeah, well, hopefully, yeah, people wouldn't mind playing a text parser game with a weird color palette. I'm always so encouraged when I see young pixel artists out there on Twitter who didn't grow up with it, who just love pixel art. There is something here for people. I hope. Dual Name says, but I wouldn't change doing this job because I love it. Ever since I played Zelda, I wanted to make games. And Julia, if you quit making games, I will come slap you. Okay, I promise not. I promise not to quit making games. Deal. And yeah, hi Barry Hazard, you make a good point. Even if sales are low, you always have something very available to show what you're capable of. Yeah, and that person 122, yeah, yourself, you making games, you enjoy the process. I love the process. I love being able to, I love being able to express myself in ways that I never really have had a chance to before, like with the writing and all the other stuff. That's wonderful. It's been wonderful for that. And do the writing. I've always kind of wanted to do writing. But it's not ever something I'm just moving his elbow, and I think I made a mistake. Yeah, it's something I'm really pleased that I've gotten a chance to do and share with people. The game design's a lot of fun too. Yes, Proto Mill. Even if the game doesn't do well, you've become the legendary Julia Minamata, creator of EG Adventures. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how competitive it is to achieve that title, but I will take it. I'll take every bit of it. And you know what? Yeah, I have a plan for a sequel to this. And it's going to be an EGA game again, because guess what? I like this color palette. And just because the technology exists to make a game with more colors, it doesn't mean that I need to, and I'm not gonna. Although I do hope that I will be making small little test projects here and there that explore other types of color palettes. But this is what I love. This is my happy place. Okay, Bill Kuhn. Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas was 1977. First time Jim Henson made a puppet world for the puppets to be in. Oh, that's adorable. I do love the Muppets. I watched that when I was a kid. The original Muppet Show, and it's fantastic. It's like universally appealing. Jim Makes Games enjoys Crimson Tuesday too and chatting here. I just wish I wasn't half asleep at this point. Yeah, that's the thing. Is the time zone thing. Streaming has a lot of benefits. It's really nice to be able to interact with people live like this, but yeah, scheduling is definitely an issue, which is why I do try to put the VODs up on the YouTube channel. Although I know it's not the same, but some people have said thank you for putting them up there, and they appreciate that, and I'm more than happy to do it. So this way, I think, we can't really see the reel, but I'll move his hand so that the reel is happening. What if we're all bots? You can never know, except Anna. Yes, you're the most amazingly sophisticated bots. And you know what? If bots can buy games, then I'm happy with you all being bots. I'm gonna just check my notification. Give me 1 second. Oh, Bahamamu. First of all, am I pronouncing that correctly? I feel like I'm not. So if there's a phonetic way to do that, please let me know. And if I've missed it already, please repeat how to say it. Bahamamu. Bahamamu. But thank you very much. On Slash Studio, I'm glad it's inspiring for people. That's also really nice to know. And Slash Studio is another person making EGA text parser adventure games. So there are there's at least 3 of us. I don't know. Oh yeah. Oh, so next we'll be streaming development of the next EGA game. It's gonna be a lot of art assets that need to be made. Yeah, there are a lot of art assets. So Dual Names knows 5 people have been working on EGA games. So EGA games like Dave Lloyd is working on one, I believe, or he did make the Tolwinium. I don't know if he's making any more. Lucas says, at the end of the day, you still made a great game, and that matters. Yeah, that is true. Thank you, and hopefully that will be in a game that doesn't have some of the horrifying bugs that people have been reporting to me. That's also hopefully what I'm hoping. I'm gonna move his sleeve down as well. Just looking what's going on over here. Because I mean, all this has to get down longer. Oh no! They all passed away. Dual Names, the people working on EGA games. Oh no, that's terrible. Well, I do know some people. I mean, Slash Studio is making EGA game. Dave Lloyd made one. Me, that's 3. Phil Fortier was making kind of EGA style text parser games with the Snail Trek stuff. There are more. There are more. I'm certain there are more. Oh, thank you, Deluxe Text. Yeah, the style is timeless of EGA stuff. Yeah, I'd like to think so. I really hope so. Now, that person 122 says, I agree with others. The game you're making is wonderful regardless of how it does. TCD introduced me to the adventure game genre. There are several instances where you gave me the motivation to continue and improve my pixel art. I love it. Thank you so much. Yeah, that does mean a lot to me. And the fact that I helped introduce you to the genre is amazing. I love that. Like I honestly think that the adventure game genre of just being adventure games, I think there is definitely a place for it because everyone loves a good story, and adventure games are usually such that in order to experience that story and explore a world, you don't have to have like great reflexes. I don't. Great hand-eye coordination. Well, I mean, in games I don't. And it's a way to interact with the story and be a part of something in a nice way that isn't super physically challenging, which I prefer. I think adventure games will always have an appeal. Oh, Edmund Detour, your favorite palette is grayscale. I love that 4-color original Game Boy palette that people do. Like that green grayscale. I would love to do something like that. Yeah, and Fiona, so you're right. Constraints allow us to make more creative, interesting choices. And speaking of grayscale, just 1-bit art, that also leads me again to mentioning the Playdate, which will be coming out this year. And the game I art directed is not in Season 1 of the games. It'll be coming out at some point, and I have no idea when. But making a 1-bit game was also a lot of fun, and the resolution for the Playdate is not that different from my current working resolution. I think it was 240 by 400 or something like that for the play date. And I'm working at 320 by 240, so 320 by 200, so it's actually really close. It was really cool to work on, and I would love to do more one bit color graphics, because you really have to concentrate on the graphic design of what you're showing, because you only have so many tools that you have to really consider how to separate foreground from background, how to prioritize where you're looking, how the eye moves around the screen. There's so many things to think about, and when you only have black and white, that's how we start with sketches. We start with sketching ideas and scenes in black and white, and it needs to work that way first before we can move on to color. And so having something that is only black and white, there's nowhere to hide. Everything has to be nice and clear. If you want to achieve nice and clear, I have seen low contrast pixel art that is also gorgeous on Twitter. Apple Holson, you say you'd love me to try something with the Apple II palette. I love playing with palettes. Ha! Lucas asks, will the sequel be called the Crimson Cubic Zirconia? It's not, but I do plan on keeping the same naming convention, like the adjective noun. Even maybe something more specific than that. It could well be, the color mineral, perhaps. Although I haven't really finalized what that would be, but I might do something like that again. Something, very mystery feeling. Oh, that doesn't look good. That doesn't look good. I don't like that. Okay. But he'll be able to reel the reel. So that's going better. And then also, I feel like there should be the pole should not be pointed at the bottom. Dual Name says, Julia, you can offer a VGA to SVGA filter of sorts. There's an algorithm. Bahamamu says, diamond lessons? Golden lessons. Yes, diamond lessons. Nice and clear. I don't know if I would. Although I would love to have a setting, like the graphic settings, where you can choose like CGA and then have the game be displayable in CGA, which would be completely impractical. Unless there was some algorithm to just force it into CGA, which would probably look really bad. I anticipate it would look awful, but that would be fun. And just like in the old days, you can pick like Tandy 1000, CGA, EGA. Yeah, then that's probably why it's better off for me not to have a publisher, because I don't think they'd want to sign off on that. Ooh, Edmund Detour, I like that. The sequel is probably the Lapis Lazuli Lookout. I love Lapis Lazuli, or Lazuli, I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Lapis Lazuli. The necklace I'm wearing right now is actually Lapis Lazuli, which we have talked about. I've done like little rock talk slideshows on stream, and Lapis Lazuli is the pigment for ultramarine. And it's a wonderfully light, safe, brilliantly blue pigment that was super expensive back in like the Renaissance and Renaissance painting times is when it was, I think, used the most. And if you go to any like art gallery that has a lot of paintings, especially ones that have like the Virgin Mary, for instance, she'd be wearing like a blue shawl that's brilliant and has not faded at all in hundreds of years. It's Lapis Lazuli pigment usually. And I'm really fond of it, so I can see myself doing something like that. Oh, Bill Kuhn, I'm glad you appreciate the uploads to YouTube, and yeah, they're permanent as YouTube is. Yeah, it's relatively easy for me to do that, and it's nice to have that as a record, for sure. Okay, so we have that. Oh, Bahamamu, yes. Thank you for the follow again. Sierra games were very, a lot of us loved them back in the day, and yeah, there is good reason for that. They felt open-ended. They always had that sense of exploration, and I think there's always going to be room for like narrative games. And now we have different Like, there's like walking simulator type games, there's visual novel type games, there's like adventure games as we know them, and then there's people doing all kinds of interesting stuff in between. And I love it. I love the fact that we have these tools now that make it so easy for people to just create stuff and share that stuff. And I think we talked about it last art stream, where sure, the drawback is it's harder, for it to distinguish yourself from the crowd. It's harder for discoverability. But I still think this. I will take that trade off if it means that the tools for creation are open to everybody. That is like the big win. And yeah, it may make it harder to distinguish yourself, but that's like a secondary thing. I love the fact that people, if you have a story to tell, you want to make a game, and you can learn, there are resources to learn how to use the tools, and the tools are either free or pretty cheap. It's wonderful, and it's letting people express themselves and create games that are nuanced and unique, and hopefully make a living off of them, that type of a thing. Hopefully that can also come, but the creation of the stuff is the most important thing. Cascadia Quest, it has it penciled for a 2022 release. Great to know. Phil Fortier is awesome. Phil Fortier is an amazing programmer, and he's got this autocomplete feature on Cascadia Quest and on Snail Track, and I just don't know how to do those things. I'm a big fan of Phil's. I'm having trouble not making the end of this pointy. Oh, there we go. Bahamamu says, you could say King's Quest was the PC open world experience of its era, and they did call those 3D games, let's not forget, which is kind of wonderful. That's true, that the Lux Text. You need amazing hand-eye coordination to climb the beanstalk in King's Quest 1. And Jim makes games, yeah. Quest for Glory, I love that series. And I wish there were, people making games like that, still. I'd play those. And Quest for Glory 2, Dual Name says, one of my favorite games. One of my favorite games too, because we've got the beautiful, the EGA Sierra SCI style of art, and a text parser. And I also think Doug Herring worked on that one too. I love the art. And I love the text parser in that game. I have to agree with you, Dual Names. It's probably my favorite Quest for Glory game. Just to Jeffy, you ordered the Playdate. Yeah, I'm looking forward to mine too. Although I do have a developer's model, the consumer models are going to be an improvement over those. So I'm really looking forward to it. I also ordered one of the little magnetic cases for it. So, very excited. And I'm not sure when they're shipping them. Although they were planning like late last year, but because of various like supply chain issues that they've had to delay. So hopefully it won't be too long from now. Flucas, have a wonderful night. Thank you for stopping by. It's always wonderful to see you. Have a great, if it's night, yes, it's night. Have a great night. Have a great sleep, and have a great rest of your week. Jim X Game says, the only recent game I've seen with 1-bit graphics is World of Horror. Are there others? That's a good question. I feel like there is at least one more, but I can't think of one. Oh, Return of the Obra Dinn kind of is 1-bit, but kind of not. It's kind of cheating it a bit. But yeah, well, of course, Return of the Obra Dinn. Yes, and the Playdate has a whole season of games for you to enjoy when the unit comes out. Yes, the adjective noun is the name of the next game. Oh, Faith is a horror game that is also 8-bit. Nice. Bellholt and the turquoise. Oh, fair enough. The ruby. The emerald. I gotta Dual Names. I'm gonna write that one down too. Faith. And I loved Return of the Obra Dinn. I love Return of the Obra Dinn. It's fantastic. Cacalacola. Admittedly, the Colored Mineral sounds like it'd be an interesting adventure game. And honestly, like looking at that name, when I just glanced over, I thought that said the Colonel's Bequest, because the colored kind of looks like a Colonel. So if we did like the Colored, I don't know, Colored Mineral, that sounds like it'd be an interesting adventure game. And honestly, like looking at that name, when I just glanced over, I thought that said the Colonel's Bequest, because the colored kind of looks like a Colonel. So if we did like the colored beryl or the color. I'm trying to think of a mineral that starts with BE or the cerulean dolomite. The silver hematite. There are lots of names, and now that I've struggled to find this name, I'm just gonna probably just continue on. Or I'll do like the last half of Darkness Games did, which I'll just call everything the Crimson Diamond colon something else. Well, am I that far behind on the chat? Give me a second. Fiona also says, I've been doing a mock-up for a game, but it's all just ideas right now. Seeing your work on your stuff really encourages me. I've had this bad brain thing where the idea of making anything and then not being able to use it makes me miserable, and I have to learn to be okay with assets or scenes being discarded and changed or simply not used. This is true. Although to be honest, I've made a lot of stuff in the Crimson Diamond that is not being used, but then I kind of made it my goal to make those things be used. I made a lot of rooms in the game that didn't have a use, as far as I could tell. But as I'm designing Chapter 5 and I'm writing down the actual like nitty gritty details of it, I'm trying to include parts of the house that really had no use before, besides being part of the house. And another thing about creating assets and then not having something for them, that's what I've been kind of figuring out. It's not even just having like art skills and design skills and coding. It's a matter of game making skills, which is like how to write down like a detailed plan of what you want to do so you don't end up making assets you don't use, and then you don't have to feel that misery, because no one wants to spend time on something that doesn't go in the game. So it's a matter of like having that planning stage and then coming to a point where you're like, okay, this is it, this is the plan, and then starting to build stuff according to that plan. Although I did not do that when I started, because I wasn't planning on making a game. I was planning on just making a dollhouse that was made of pixels, and so that's why I have a lot of stuff in the game that doesn't have a use. Rekimaro777, good to see you. Welcome back. How's the game progress? Game progress is going well. Yeah, I'm working on Chapter 5, and I think I'm getting better at the process of making a game. I'm learning as I go, and I'm hoping, I think that my problem with the Chapter 4 and how long it took was I didn't document stuff as well, because I thought, hey, I'm only working on this myself, so why do I need to document this better? And that kind of bit me in the butt coming around, because I had to make a lot of adjustments and reverse engineer what I had done after the fact. So definitely better documentation and better planning is helping me a lot in Chapter 5. And Chapter 5. Chapter 6 is like the last kind of real chapter. Chapter 7 is going to be like the debrief test of knowledge chapter. So I'm actually closer to the end than I'd like to admit, because this chapter is like the last big one. Chapter 6 is kind of like the climax, which is not going to have as much going on, I don't think. Maybe it will. The broad strokes are already planned out. And then Chapter 7 will be much quieter, and there won't be as much gameplay. And I've been getting a lot of really great feedback from my beta testers for the first 4 chapters, so that's been wonderful. Protomil says, your enthusiasm on the democratization of game development is really heartwarming. It's easy to get jaded, especially after working the industry. Thanks for that. Yeah, I mean, I have a benefit of not having really been in the industry very long. I consider, even though I've been tinkering with this game for a long time, I don't really consider myself someone who's been in the industry until I formally showed the game at Wordplay in 2018. Like late 2018 is when I consider my entry into the industry. And so I don't have a lot of that experience of going through like the big indie boom that happened and all that. Like that stuff was all before me. But yeah, I could not have made the game as it is and gotten this far if at a different time. I couldn't have done this like 5 or 10 years ago, the way I'm doing it now. Because, well, maybe 5-10 years ago, maybe like 10-15 years ago I couldn't have done this, because there weren't the same online resources, there weren't the same tools available, the distribution wasn't like this, so I'm definitely benefiting from the fact that there's been this democratization of the tools and the distribution, even marketing with social media and everything. It's really exciting. because I would love to see more people who would have wanted to, but there were things in their way, that they couldn't do this. They couldn't build something for expense and other practical reasons, and that's really cool, and I love that. Yes, and Phil made ICI Companion too. Yeah, Phil is like amazingly high level programmer. Deluxe Text. Yeah, Mage's Initiation would be a decent candidate to play on the stream as well. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm just catching up. One Short Eye. Happy Crimson Tuesday to you. Yes, Just a Jeffy. That's another wonderful example. Playdate Pulp. That's been released to the public, which is a browser-based, like really simple tile-based game development tool for the Playdate that you can then sideload the games onto your unit. At least that's the plan. And that's another thing I'm a huge fan of, like these browser-based game engines, because they kind of mean that you don't need like a state-of-the-art computer to make a game. And something like Adventure On, which I keep talking about, I'm a huge fan of Adventure On. You'll find it on itch.io. It's a text parser adventure engine that is like made. Chris made the game engine in a way to make it really easy to learn. And you can play the games on mobile. You can play the games in browser. You can make the games in browser, and that makes it even more open to anybody developing a game. So Pulp, the fact that Pulp Playdate's Pulp game engine thing is also browser based is really exciting to me too. Minute is another one bit graphic game as well. I have to catch up. And the alien rock, the unearthly rock, Bahamamu, yeah. Yeah, and Jim makes games. You make a good point. You do have to be prepared to just discard stuff sometimes. Not get too attached to some stuff. It's hard though. Of course, it's hard. Yeah, so Dual Names mentions Progs Max, who died of cancer last year, who was a phenomenal artist. It's always very sad when people's like creative careers get cut short. Shane. Yes, Rikamaru777, you're working on an isometric adventure game, which I think is fantastic because it's definitely not a perspective we see on adventure games very much. JMX Games, have a wonderful night. Have a good sleep. Happy Crimson Tuesday to you. And yes, hopefully, we're going to get into Last Half of Darkness. I'm just going to try to finish off this sprite. Even with you play Oberdin to admire the art style. I love the someone's called it Sudoku. Like it's like a giant Sudoku game. Which I guess is kind of true because you have to make everyone fit into the same puzzle. Crit Rocket Runner asks, are there any good text adventure game engines, something that would have a parser, locations, and inventory kind of sorted? Yeah, Crit Rocket Runner, I think Adventure On would be something like that. As an adventure engine. I know some people are developing Sierra style adventure game engines with a text parser, like Camulust, who sometimes comes in to chat, has been making one that she's been releasing on itch.io. Yes, Judith Butler's lover, Satoshi Kon, that was a huge loss, like in terms of someone's creative career being cut short. Satoshi Kon, Millennium Actress is gorgeous. Tokyo Godfather is incredibly gorgeous. Paprika is like a fever dream, and that was exceedingly sad to see him go. I don't even know if I've seen Perfect Blue yet. Oh, cool. Okay, Foray. So I'm glad that someone can speak from experience. that Adventuron is great because Ferrari has made a game in it and used DAAD to make it run on SC64. That's fantastic. Yeah, that's one on my bucket list of things to do. Is I'm trying to separate the rod from the rest of this. I'm trying to like give it a different texture, and then I'm also gonna try to color it differently, and I'm kind of having trouble. But yeah, I want to play more with Adventuron because I think it's a fantastic engine. And supposed to be fairly user friendly, which kind of makes me feel good. Yes, dual name Satoshi Kon was a visionary. Like the look of his stuff was amazing and gorgeous, and it's just it's just that made me really sad too. No, that disappears. I can't. Beta Human Studio says there is a thanks for the link. It says intfiction.org has resources if you're looking. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Tokyo Godfathers is a perfect movie to watch over the holidays. So with the gap between Christmas and New Year's, it's the perfect time to watch it. Okay, DAAD is another adventure creation tool, but not friendly to work with. But Adventuron exports to DAAD, and DAAD is built for many old 8-bit machines. That's wonderful to know. In fact, I'm going to write down that link that Beta Human Studio just wrote down, intfiction.org. Interactive fiction, I'm sure. Intfiction.org. I'm always interested in learning more of that stuff. Okay, you have to use a subset of Adventuron to do this. Okay. I might just have to. I'm trying to figure out a way to make the rod. I gave the rod a wrapped texture, but I'm trying to figure out what color to make it so it stands out. Like I can't. I don't think I can make it the same color as his flesh. I don't think that's gonna work, but we can try. No, that's not working for me. Judith Butler's Lover agrees. Tokyo Godfathers or Carol are the only two Christmas movie options. Dual Name says my favorite Christmas movie is either Brazil or Die Hard. I've actually seen Brazil. Black Rod. Black Cross Ash. Black. If I did black, then it would have to be the underside, no? I don't think I would want the lip part to be black. Oh, cool. Dual Names made a poster of Primordia based on Brazil. Oh, Santa Claus Conquers the Martians? I don't even know if I have a favorite. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to try. I'm gonna try maybe like a solid black rod, or yeah, I might try that. Cause it's getting broken up. It's too broken up. A Brazil poster rendered in Brazil poster. Primordial poster rendered in Brazil style. Awesome. I love poster art. No, yeah. Anyone can link, and I'm gonna open that link actually. Dual Names in my browser. Awesome. I love stuff like that. Something I'm looking forward to doing is making the box art. Like, this is not going to be a boxed version, but making so-called box art or key art, I guess, for the Crimson Diamond at some point. But yeah, I think, why don't we try just a black rod? I'm struggling with the rod, because I don't like it so far. Oh, black crosshatch. Oh, I see. Okay. Gustos247, welcome to chat, by the way. I can, you know what? This might be a matter to settle on with dithering. Because I'm just going to make it solid black for now and just see how I feel about that, because something's not working for me here. That's already better. Evenly dither the yellows and browns. I don't know if there's enough room to do it. I might dither black and, but the problem is the riverbank is brown. I've never seen Brazil Dual Names. I should watch it, the Terry Gilliam movie. And then our problem here now becomes the separation between these two elements. Oh, EGA. You know, sometimes I don't appreciate the struggle. Because right now the bank is kind of doing a thing. So let's move the bank up. And I might have to completely redo like the animation. So that's better, because now we're separating the two pieces. Okay, I'll accept it. Oh yeah, Gabriel Knight series would be cool. Poster would be cool. Series would be even cooler. Ah, dual names. Okay, that's a good thing to note. If you feel connected to the protagonist in Brazil, it works on every single level. Otherwise, you might not. That's a good note. My problem here is then now the bank. That's okay. And specular. Yeah. Okay. So you mean like a rim kind of lit thing, potentially? Okay. I think that could do it. So what we can do is on the lit top of this. Yeah, the rod is doing a thing for me right now, but let's just. Yeah, that's kind of working better. Yeah. I find that to be acceptable. Oh, so you've done achievements. Dual names. I gotta ask you, the You or Francisco, how on earth to incorporate achievements into like an AGS game. I don't know how that stuff works. And now it's not even at the right angle. You know, just sometimes. Oh, well, you have a lot of references to Brazil in Primordia. Nice. In terms of references in the Crimson Diamond, I don't think there are a lot of like adventure game references. I don't think there are even any. I don't think there are any movie references in Crimson Diamond. That's not bad. That's not bad. I think we might even just go with black because it's working the best. Just something simple. Just keep it simple. Thank you for the feedback. It's always helpful. And yeah, Dan actually is very open to feedback when we're doing music stuff too. I'm just trying to angle this better. It doesn't have to be straight because you know what, fishing poles aren't straight, so it doesn't have to be straight. I just want it to be a little bit straighter. Is all. Oh, cool. Yeah, I think I heard mention dual names of a plugin for Adventure Game Studio achievements. Yeah, yeah, maybe at some point way down the line, yeah, we could do a thing where I can be walked through how the heck to do achievements. I appreciate that. Thank you. AGS team. Is that a thing? AGS Steam. I'm so glad that there are adventure game studio devs who have gone before me in dealing with all like that Steam stuff, because I wouldn't figure it out. I barely got the game on Steam in the first place. Just technically, it's very difficult to get stuff on Steam. And even putting up the most recent version of the demo, I almost gave up again. It's really hard. It's so hard. It's harder than it should be. It fills me with despair. Okay, so there is AGS Steam. I don't know how Dual Names. I'm not sure what your philosophy is behind Steam achievements. I know Granislav is against having an achievement for completing every chapter while you progress through the game, but I felt like if you had achievements for progressing through chapters, you'd be able to track better like how far people get in the games. I don't know what your philosophy is on the Steam achievements. Yeah, anyway, exactly. I think that's the same plugin that Francisco mentioned for integrating Steam achievements. Yeah. Now let's look at this one here. I think... I might even have to make that even longer. I feel like, yeah, this fishing pole is not anywhere near long enough. Oops. Depends. You can even set like a non-visible integer and see where people are at based on that. Interesting. Okay. Because that's what I would like to. I would like to know, you know, how far people get before they give up on it. You can collect data in a lot of ways. We're going to be talking Dual Names. Gustos247 asks, why do you zoom in and zoom out? You can open up a separate window zoomed in. Yeah, there is the preview window, I believe it's called. Or what's it called? It's called, what's it called again? I never use it. Appearance? Oh, I'm glad you guys like how it's coming together. I cannot I know there is something that lets you zoom in, like have a separate thing. But I don't know, I guess I've always worked like this and I never bothered to change it. So. One Short Eye says, as a player, I'm fine with chapter progression achievements as long as they're not the only achievements. I played some adventure games on Steam where it was just you beat the game plus 1 or 2 others. It felt weird. Yeah, I would do fun ones. I don't think I'd be able to resist. Okay, Diablo 2 Resurrected has achievements for completing each act. Yeah, I would want to just track people. Not for any sinister reason, just because like maybe I can make this better. Yeah, I zoom in and out a lot. I don't use dual monitors because I'm stubborn. God, that... Should I just start again with that? I'm annoyed by it. I'm annoyed by it. I'm gonna redo it completely. This is what takes forever. Redoing things completely. We're gonna redo that completely. What time is it? Time check. Okay. 10:30, we are going to go on to Last Half of Darkness. Dual Names asks, have you ever seen the AGS Awards? Every year the AGS Awards are hosted in one particular way through a client that lets you select an avatar and be part of the crowd. I have not. I've heard tell of the AGS Awards. I've never participated in them. Julie, I forgot. No, yeah. Windows arrange new window. Okay. I think you have the opportunity to create some really fun achievements. For example, those secret conversations you can hear. Yeah, I would go bananas with it. I think I'd really like it. Open new window in arrange. Okay. Window. Arrange. Open new window. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look. Okay. Is it called new window for forest scene? Would that be it? Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay. Oh no, it just. Oh, it's here. It's here. It's still here. Okay. Let's just play with this because I'm open to trying new things. So there we go. So here it is, the little preview guy, and then we have this guy, me, my working thing. Let's see if we can incorporate this into our work. What's what I'm looking for? Incorporate this into my. I don't know. Jester Jeffy is a member of the single display for the Win Club. Yes, Bahamamu, I'm exactly thinking about the Colonel's Bequest Sleuth-O-Meter at the end, where you have like that thermometer thing that tells you how well you did, and also, you know, with some like little hints about, you know, stuff you might have missed in the game. I'm definitely considering something like that. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm gonna do chapter achievements, and then I'm gonna do fun ones. Yes, Rekimaru 777. Yeah, this is where it happens. It's just when you're fighting just a little bit for everything, that's where it all happens. That's the magic and the struggle. Workflow, Mousemas, thank you. Thank you. My brain died. Oh, cool. Dual name. So you made the client this year and you're maintaining it. You should check it out. It's quite awesome. So when is the AGS Awards dual names? Ooh. Yeah, fork wow. Yeah, we're going to try to see if we can incorporate the little screen into our fork wow. Okay, and then let's do the little lighting bit on top, just so we can get it to stick out. Okay, and then you can even send your characters to use them as avatar. I would love that. Nominations are open at the minute. I think they end in 15 to 20 days. So around. Okay, so I'm gonna look up AGS Awards. AGS Awards. Yeah, all that stuff. Like the AGS community is awesome, and I definitely have benefited from like the forums, but I've never been to like a mittens or anything like that. And I guess no one is right now currently. Zoom into one nothing. Yes, I can zoom into this one, and then that one stays, which is kind of nice. Like I do get like a, yeah. And I'm sorry if I keep doing the zooming thing compulsively because the habit is so ingrained. But yeah, I mean I'm open to seeing if I can incorporate that into the fork wow, as we say here. Yeah, the habit is still there. It will take a while to try, but I'm open to it. Oh, you've never been to Mins either, but oh, you've won AGS awards. Nice. Yeah, I should definitely take a look because I am a huge fan of Adventure Game Studio. Okay, that's better. Although I think I'll get rid of some of this here. Yeah, I did it again. Yeah, habits die hard. Speaking of die hard. So I'm gonna try to do the looking. Kittens who wear mittens. Yeah, I think mittens happened in Canada maybe once, but it was a long time ago. Yeah, that's working for me. Illuminated Space, hello, welcome back. Good to see you. It's the only awards that are hosted that way. Cool. Yeah, I gotta take a look because there's so many awesome AGS developers, right? There's of course Dave Gilbert, Francisco, you, Sean Aitchison, who does Incantatum, and the Theropods folk. There's a lot of good stuff happening in AGS. James as well, who is doing Techno Babylon. You can blame we can blame you. The idea took off in 2010. Yeah, at Adventure X, I got to meet a lot of like developers and a lot of AGS folk, which is super fun. See, I still do the Zoom, but yeah, I'm open to this new workflow. I'm feeling pretty good about the way the fishing pole looks now, so I'm going to turn my attention to other bits. Oh, cool. Oh, okay. Dual Names, you ported Technobabylon to Linux and Mac today. Just James Dearden is fantastic. I met him at Adventure X in 2019. It was really cool. Met Sean there as well. Met Tom Simpson as well, who did Feria Darls, which is also an AGS game. Ooh, Deluxe Text Technobabylon is a game that got you into adventure games. I have not played it yet. I may have it in my library, but I have not played it yet. Let me just work on these little folds, because now they're too, they're not directional enough anymore. Oh, Dual Names, you've never been to Adventure X? You wanted to, but then COVID. Yeah, I got to go in 2019, which was the last one before the COVID stuff really took off. And then, of course, you know, it hasn't been around since. But I do plan on going again, because London is amazing to visit. I love it. I love all the museums and stuff. And the event is amazing, and the people are amazing. Mm-hmm. Huge fan. Okay. I hope Strangeland is doing well for you as well. I love how distinctive the art style is. Yes, Edenwaith. Yes, thanks to Edenwaith in chat right now. Edenwaith did the Mac port for the Crimson Diamond stuff, which I'm eternally grateful for. Oh, good. You're nominated in the New York Game Awards. Oh, are you? Is NY New York Game Awards? Are you Francisco adjacent against Psychonauts 2? Oh, Dual Names. I know that feeling because yes, you are fantastic. So you might have oh yes, no. You did you go to those the game dev meetups where Francisco and Dave would go to? Oh, New York Dave Gilbert. Okay, gotcha. Oh, you live in Greece. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I was in this 2019. I was in this Ubisoft Indie Series um, competition. I was one of 10 finalist studios, and like one of those studios had made Guacamelee. So I was up against the same kind of thing that you're up against. So I sympathize, but it's really cool to be nominated. Yeah, that was like 2019. That was a while ago, but it was a really good experience for me. Yeah, the nomination is amazing, and I put like the little laurels on my Steam page and on my my web page, and just to say, oh, I was nominated for this thing, and I can say that because it's a true thing that happened. Yeah, you get to do the little laurels, and I don't know if this is like a secret people might not know, but if you get a thing, you can just make your own laurels. Because if it's true, like don't make one up if you didn't get it. But sometimes they don't supply you with that stuff, in which case just do your own. Are you not supposed to? I don't know. I did. Yeah, New York and Greece are pretty close. Well, relatively speaking. I mean, compared to places that are further. I got nominated for a most anticipated Canadian game. That was nice. I don't remember if I made the laurel or if that was provided to me. Yeah, I feel like we might get into. Oh, it's 10:06. That's pretty good. So in half an hour, in 24 minutes, we're gonna get into playing. I had to look over because I was gonna call it Left Hand of Darkness. Last Half of Darkness, not by Ursula K. Le Guin. Good book though. So yeah, the best thing about the indie series, like that, there's a party for it at Ubisoft Toronto, and they had these freshly made donuts. Like they were making them, I think they were making them on the spot or something. I don't remember, but they were the most amazing donuts I've ever had. That was the best part. But no, the best part was being nominated because then I could like be there and hang out. And I could also like in my like pitch deck thing I had to show, I got to like, you know, put like Lamplight City, and I don't know if Primordia was in there, but it was definitely one of the case studies I was examining in terms of like, oh, can people make a living, doing this or whatever. So I looked at a lot of adventure games, and especially adventure game studio games, because that's what this is. So okay. So we're going to have him do this, but first the fish has to be down. And then we're going to need a fish reference. So let's get a fish reference. Before I do that, so I don't show you my whole computer, I'm going to switch to Big Julia View. Control Tab. And I'm going to get a lake herring. So the fish that's in this picture is a lake herring. And I did that because I was being silly, and I wanted something that had the name Herring, because it's kind of like Douglas Herring, who did the Arthur Colonel's Bequest, but also like a red herring. Wow, that's awesome. Dual names. He says, well, dual name says, they say, with full honesty, Primordia was hoping to make 5K in the first year. And it made 3 times that on the second month. That's amazing. That's wonderful. It's a gorgeous game, and I do mean to play it. I don't know. I'm not even going to make goals for myself for this game on launch. Although I do have a little plan that I will tell you. Just let me look for my lake herring. Canadian lake herring? Herring lake. Lake herring? That's wonderful. That to me is a success. Absolutely. Edenwaith says at the top of Pikes Peak they make donuts. The selling point is that they are donuts made at 14,000 feet. Yes, Fiona. So yeah, I am Ontario, Eastern Standard Time. Is all of Ontario Eastern Standard? I don't know. Yes, Deluxe Tux. The Primordia at one point was the most positive game on Steam by some margin. Okay, Fiona, so you're in Quebec. And Primordia was 8.5 years on the top 250 highest rated games. That is dream come true material, for sure. Oh, and in March you're releasing it on Switch. I've heard. You must say how that goes, because I've heard so many good things about adventure game releases on Switch. Although I don't see that in my future necessarily, because my game is text parser. But Adventure Game Studio is supported by Scum VM now, and so the game can play on Android tablets and can play on mobile, which is kind of nice. I'm just looking up lake herring. Don't mind me. Okay, gotcha, Fionasso. Yes. Oh, Gusto 247. You're 24/7. You're also Ontario. Yes. Hopefully numbers go up. That's the goal. I'm finding lots of great pictures of fish. I don't think I'll have to be too specific with the fish, because resolution, it saves me every time. Okay, lake herring. Lake herring, record fish Canada. Record fish Canada. Okay. I think I've got a couple, so I'm going to, sorry for putting my face so close to the camera. Wow, that's a fish. That is a fish. Okay. I think I'll go with this one because it's the funniest looking one. Okay, let me go back to Photoshop. Okay, so we're gonna flip this guy. And then we're gonna flip him this way. This guy is that's a big fish. I can imagine a fish like this swallowing. I'm not gonna make him this big, it's nightmarish. Rotate him. Oh no, wrong way. I always do that. Okay, rotate the other way. Okay, so we're gonna use this as our fish. Okay. Let's get in there with the fish. Although this is not the first frame of the animation, but it's kind of like the key, I suppose. So let's get in there with the fish. Yeah, let me know how a switch goes, because I hear good things about having switch ports, but yeah. So let's see. Fish. Fish, fish, fish. Judge Khan, good to see you. And how the porting thing happens, even. Actually, you know what I need to do? I need to make another copy of the fisherman, because I'm going to want to erase out of this. I don't know which of these is the layers. I don't even see it here. Layers. Layers. Okay. Let's make a copy of fisherman again. Just we're making a mess, but it's fine. Okay. And how long did Strange Land take to develop? With 3 people. That's amazing. So we're gonna try to fix the silhouette here. Western Canada is a western part of Ontario Central Time Zone? Really? I could have sworn we were all like one. Cosmic 43, happy Crimson Tuesday. Another fellow game dev who has the Kickstarter going. Kickstarter did really well and continues to do very well. Strangeland took 4 years. Okay, with 3 people, that's pretty good. Yes, still alive. Same as Primordio. Oh yeah, so that's what you mean by 4 years. Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have remembered. I should have remembered that that bit of information. Which is awesome. I would say Crimson Diamond, so 2018 fall to 2022 would be 4 years, I guess, for me. Although I had worked on it quite a bit before that, but I wasn't really focusing my attention on it until then, so I'm going to say 4 years maybe as well. Because 4 sounds kind of nice. Yes, Cosmo 43, I know that your Kickstarter's doing awesomely, but I'll ask you anyway, how's your Kickstarter doing? Oh, Judge Khan, oh wow, you used the built naming convention in your Mutant Future tabletop game? Yeah, Deluxe Text, this has been a wonderful Crimson Tuesday. We've had a lot of lovely people pass through. Lots of game devs, which is I love to see. We've worked on a fishing rod for most of it, which I don't know if I'm thrilled about, but we're making progress. And yeah, usually we're having a jolly good time, as usual. Horatio No built. Yes, so Blood Nova's Kickstarter has made the base goal by day 5. Don't know if we can get the stretch goal for more music, but still 16 more days. That's fantastic. Every time I see an adventure game Kickstarter do well, it's just the best. And I maintain, yeah, I think adventure games, the genre is wonderful and thriving. I feel like this eyeball is too big and should be closer. Oh, what's happening? Why is it doing that? The eye needs to be probably closer. But it's a big eye. Now let's sing a jolly tune about this fish. I don't know any fish songs. I know What Can We Do with a Drunken Sailor, which they taught us in middle school for reasons unknown. Yes, Cosmic 43 has been one of my beta testers, so I really appreciate all your success in breaking the game in multiple ways and showing me like the freakiest screenshots I've ever seen. When I mentioned at the top of the stream that I've seen many horrifying bugs being shared with me, I was thinking of you. Gusto's 24/7, thank you so much for being here with us. Have a wonderful night. Happy Crimson Tuesday. Yes, thank you for breaking my game. Genuinely. Tiny fish. See, for some reason, I've got this weird display issue on my chat window where does it say tiny fish from Japan? I'm going to eat you, little fishy from Red Dwarf. I've actually never seen Red Dwarf. Deluxe Tux, you say you're low-key jealous of the early Crimson testers? Red Dwarf is top tier. Where can I watch it? Is it on a streaming service? Deluxe Tux, I could have sworn I sent you the beta, did I not? Or did you mean earlier than the beta testing that you're doing? Because I'm pretty sure I sent you the beta. It might have ended up in your spam folder. It seems that that's where I end up. Cosmic Boy 3, awesome, thank you for the bits. Oh, dual name says Red Dwarf is the funniest and saddest thing. The first 2 seasons. Yeah, Deluxe Talks. Please do check, and if you don't see it, I'm more than happy to send again or send you like a link in other ways because apparently my emails have been getting caught in spam. Thank you so much, Cosmic 43. And yes, best of luck with the Kickstarter. How has been your experience with Kickstarter? Because I've never done a Kickstarter, and it's definitely like a fascinating thing to me. Fish Head song? I don't know the Fish Head song. I'm trying to think of a single fish song I know. I'm coming up a little. I can't even think of a fish pun. I'm coming up short on the fish song. I kind of want this fish to be plump, like he's got a big diamond in him, so I'm gonna make him a bit plumper. The Deluxe Tux has been holding back on the fishing puns all night. Fish puns, Bill Coon says, are rather low on the scales anyway. It's been painful. Cosmic Void 3 says, one thing to expect with Kickstarter is your productivity as a dev drawing coding drops sharply as you're always checking the Kickstarter or posting or thinking about it. Very time consuming. At least it's over soon. Yeah, I can definitely see that. I can see that happening. Oh, Judge Khan, do you have a fish song for us? I won't be able to play it. Tiny fish for Japan. Oh, that looks really cute. Okay, I'm going to open that in my browser so I can enjoy this later. Tiny fish for Japan. That looks adorable. I just like the name. Thank you. What songs are about fish? I want to make this fish longer. Oh yeah, Under the Sea, Slash Studio says. And Kakala Kola, I don't actually know the Baby Shark song. I have never heard it, and I've managed to just miss it. It's kind of like COVID. I've just managed to miss it so far. My lifestyle is not such that I've come into too much contact with it, which is fortunate, I think. Grindislav is kind of anti-Kickstarter. I don't know. I know that I feel like he hasn't done Kickstarter before either. So I can't really ask him his experience of it. But yeah, I think for him it could be that he feels like it might be a bit of a time sink, but I don't want to put words in his mouth. I do know Under the Sea because as we mentioned, I'm big on The Little Mermaid by Howard Ashford or Howard Ash. Yeah, Slash Studio. I hear it's really big with a 2-year-old set. The Baby Shark song. And yeah, Deluxe Tux. I think it's wonderful that you've been supporting small scale little adventures here and there, because yeah, it makes all the difference, honestly. Yes, Baby Shark song. Yeah, I'm happy to live without it. I don't feel like my life is lacking without it, so I'm going to continue to live this way. And if you know what, if ever I feel like I need it, it's there for me. So I'm gonna just be fine. The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. You think about going up there, but that is a big mistake. Just look at the world around you, up here on the ocean floor. Such wonderful things around you. There's this song, which is a very classic, but it's not really a fish song, is it? This is the Log Rider's Waltz. I live into space. That was me with a Friday song in 2012. My friend literally held me down and made me listen to it. The Friday song, yeah, I've definitely heard that one. It's it's not, it's fine, I guess. I've got nothing against it. It's not my favorite song, and I definitely don't seek it out. I don't know. It's not. I don't think that Friday song's a bad song. It's fine, I guess. It's not. I won't listen to it on my own. But I don't want to put. I'm not putting this other fin on here because it's kind of spoiling the symmetry or the silhouettes that I'm going for. So I'm not going to do it. We've been exploring the deep lore of the Crimson Diamond universe all night. The lure, the allure. So let's actually. I'm gonna work the lighting in on this. 10:26. We're nearly gonna go into the start of our new Let's Play, which I'm excited to go into. And I have no idea how long the game is. The game fits on a single 3.5-inch floppy, so I don't anticipate it's a particularly long game, but that completely depends on how merciless it is. But I feel like it doesn't have the same kind of horrific reputation as Personal Nightmare does. Yeah, you just hadn't heard it and didn't care too much, Yeah, no one wants to be forced to listen to anything. Are you sure that was a friend? Oops. Oh, that's much better. Oh, good, I'm glad Illuminated Space. She's my best friend. It was in jest. No harm done for us. If we weren't good friends, someone would have gotten kicked. Yes, that's good to know. I'm glad to hear it. Under the Sea holds up. It is a lovely little ditty. Some like it's better, downwards wetter, take it from me. Out on the shore they work all day, on the sun they slave away. Almost 4 decades old. Dual names don't get me started. That movie's from like 1991 or something, isn't it? Ooh. It's not from the 80s, right? It's a 90s song. Dual names were born in 88. We're not having that talk. We're not having that talk. No, I know you weren't asking dual names. The Little Mermaid was 1989? Oh dear. Oh. Oh, another 1998er checking in. What is the most 1980s thing ever a dual name for you? Blowhole's a 93. The Chipmunks themes, yeah, the Chipmunks theme song is pretty it's pretty 80s. Or the Chipmunks Christmas that they do. '91, 1991. You don't say. Limited Space. Yeah, I'm not playing the game. I don't mind it. We're not gonna play the Julia. How old is Julia? Game. Julia doesn't want to know or think about it. Speaking of, it's 10:30. Let's change the subject. Okay. Big Julia's control tab. I think we made some really good progress on the fishy. He's looking more like a fishy. Let's compare what fishy looked like before we started Working on him. Yep, look at him, look at him. Look at him. Little fellow. Okay. Beauty and the Beast, 1991. Christmas, Christmas time is near. So I'll try. AGS? Put this here. Desktop? Sure, I should put this in AGS. I'm gonna save it in more than one place. Okay, yes, so let us, hold on, I think I already switched to Big Julie anyway, didn't I? Yes. Good, so you've been just looking at my face. Okay, good. We are going to get into Last Half of Darkness. Yeah, I'm a whippersnapper. Whippersnapper. Heroes Quest, 1989. Colonel's Book Quest, 1989. Good year for games. We are playing neither of those games. And dual names, don't worry about it. Like, I'm not holding it against you or anything like that at all. Yeah, I'm definitely older than 20. But anyway, we're not gonna go into it because Julia hates the passage of time. And yeah, the fact that it's February the 1st and we're already 1/12 of the way through the year fills me with loathing. So let's get to we're playing Last Half of Darkness. So some details about Last Half of Darkness. Made in 1989 by SoftLab Laboratories. They've made 8 games. First one being Last Half of Darkness. And yeah, there really was a missed opportunity in naming these sequels. Because yeah, they could have gone with like Last 3/4 of Darkness. And then they could have gone with like, I don't know, Last like 7/8 of Darkness. And what happened to the First Half of Darkness? Yeah, the First Half of Darkness could have been the prequel. So I am a little disappointed upon reading these names, and I will read all of the 8 names for you. We have Last Half of Darkness, which we'll be playing. There was Last Half of Darkness 2 in 92. Last Half of Darkness 3 in 1993. Then there was just Last Half of Darkness in 2000. There was Last Half of Darkness, Shadows of the Servants. Servants? Shadows? I feel like that might have been a typo, because maybe it was Shadows of the Serpents. But in 2005, there was Last Half of Darkness, according to my own sloppy handwriting, Shadows of the Servants. 2007 brought us Last Half of Darkness, Beyond the Spirit's Eye. Beyond the Spirit's Eye. Then we have in 2009, we have Tomb of Zogeir, Last Half of Darkness, which brings us up to the 8th and final game in 2011, Last Half of Darkness, Society of the Serpent Moon. Yes, Blaholton, that's one of those philosophical questions. You're getting the sense that if they keep just splitting the Darkness in half, there will never be a last half. Judge Khan got it on a Shareway CD compilation called CD Horror Mania. Oh, you know what? I gotta change my tag. We are now playing... I wonder if it's here. Last Half of Darkness is not... I can't tag it. Oh my gosh, really? Last Half of Darkness? No, it's not here. It's not here. We have to go with retro. Wow. Oh wait, no, category. Last Half of Darkness. Last Half. Okay, they have it. Last Half of Darkness original. Okay. I've set the category to Last Half of Darkness. Okay. Yes. Zinnin's idiom. I did not remember that's what it was called, dual names, but indeed, it's that idea of if you continue to split something in half, you'll get to something infinitesimally small, and you'll never like finish that thing. It's about the arrow, isn't it? Like when you fire an arrow and it covers half a distance, and then it covers half of that distance, and covers half that distance, etc., it will never reach its target. Is that Zinun's idiom? Kakalakola makes you think of an old comic where a barbarian offered 50% of a gem to like 8 people for helping him on a quest. Oh, and reason you played this game in 1989 as well. Shadows of the Servants. Okay, so Illuminated Space, I was right. I wasn't just thinking I wrote that down wrong. Very good. Zinun said change... Yes, Zinun said that change does not exist. Okay. And to prove that, he said if you shot an arrow, Zinun, so on and so forth. Gotcha, good. I'm glad I had that in my head. Hagana Kage, Achilles Paradox as well. Is that the same thing? Oh, and the movie IQ in 1994 taught you Zeno's Paradox, Bill Kuhn. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so we're all on the same page. Okay, so Shadows of the Servants in 2005, Last Half of Darkness. But we are playing the original, and let us get into that right now. Oh, so first, before we get started, you know what? Let's just change this to the very evocative. The very evocative. Where is the? Uh-oh. Okay, yeah. So what we have here is the plot. Your aunt was a witch or something. Good witch working on a potion got killed. You need to find missing ingredients. You are her last living heir. She wanted you to continue the work. You will gain her estate and fortune, but only if you succeed. That's what it is. That's the game we're playing. Yes, and add all those moments where the arrow is not moving in time. Yes. Oh, Cosmic Void 3 says Couchy dispelled that paradox. I don't know that part. Okay. Yes. So, whenever you load the game, you have to decide whether or not you're going to print out the order form. You can send away to SoftLab to receive a hint booklet to all of SoftLab's adventures. P.O. Box 4886, San Diego, California, or you can call 1-619-2-TERROR between Monday and Friday from 9 to 5 PST. Okay. Bill, can you have this on your list of a bunch of self-addressed stamped envelopes to the addresses in your sharer games? Okay. We are not going to... Let me just go to full screen. Okay, so. All orders are rushed. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks delivery. 3 weeks for non-US. This time we're not gonna print out the order form. You can't wait to get your hint book in the mail, Fiona. I know. Okay. Select input device. As much as I love keyboard, I think this game is probably best played with a mouse. Yeah. Select a sound output. Now, here's the thing. I only briefly played a little bit of this, and the sound was terrible, a lot like Personal Nightmare. So we're gonna go with no sound, so we can continue to listen to our nice folk tunes that will do nothing to add to the atmosphere of this game. Amazine, you tried calling? That is sad. Now we have to select the speed of our system. I don't actually know what the speed of my system is, so I'm just gonna go with the largest number here, which is 25 to 33 megahertz. So I hope there's no in-game clock where this matters, because otherwise we're gonna have to down clock. How do you say down clock in game speak? We're gonna have to down clock the game if this is a problem. Yeah, it's probably not 33 megahertz. Yeah, dual names, I'm using DOSBox. Yeah, to play this, yes. I do have the disc, though. I have it. So I downloaded this from Abandonware, but I have the disc, so I feel like I'm legit. I'm fine. Underclock, Bilkun. Yeah, I may have to underclock if we have any problems. But yeah, we'll go with D. Last Half of Darkness in VGA. Copyrighted 1990, although it did say it was released in 1989, so I don't know. Oh, DOSBox doesn't require you to slow your CPU. Okay, I'm fine. Cool. Here we are. This is gorgeous. And I don't really read everything that's on the screen. But I love our... So let me try saving the game. Enter name. Oh, this is going to be another one of those things where we have to enter the name of our save game. Start. I'm going to have to write a list of save game names again. It is beautiful, and this is like they say VGA, but they really mean like the 16 colors. Idiocracy. I pressed the turbo button. I had a turbo button and I loved it. So we're going to start with start. Yeah, did they say Yeah, they say VGA, but yeah, and I remember I was thinking exactly of Leisure Suit Larry with when things were played on an unused system, it became impossible. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is going to be necessarily, but we're going to find out together. Yeah, it went from 88 to 133. Yeah, to the moon, 133 megahertz. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have. We can examine. So yeah, we can click kind of like it's a scum bar, kind of, but not, and then we can click on items. That sign looks as though it has been there a very long time. Can we hit stuff? Nothing was damaged. Ooh, I can hit stuff. I kind of like that message for hitting things. I should put that in the Crimson Diamond, where you can hit something and it just says you didn't damage it. Yeah, the gym scene Edenwith in Leisure Suit Larry 3 is the speed issue. Yeah. Yeah, they have operate. Can I take the sign? Ooh. Go on summer. This makes you think of Terror Illustrated cover. This is kind of wonderful, isn't it? You can't take that. Okay, let's examine the moon. Can we examine the moon? Try repositioning the cursor on an interesting object. I think the moon is very interesting. But you know what? Can I just use the function keys? I might just go with the keys. Oh, I might do this. The house is in major need of repairs. What a scary treat. So I'm using keyboard and mouse right now. Okay. Okay, this is kind of fine. Okay, what I like about this is, hopefully this inventory is better than Personal Nightmare, and we have our exits here, so we can kind of click on this exit. Although, how do we know? I guess this is all. I don't know how we would click on this exit if we weren't using a mouse. Oh, go. Let's try to go. Go? I don't know. Okay. Oh, wow. Your cousin gave you old DOS games because you deleted System 32 dual names? What an origin story. Yeah, I'm sad for the moon. Okay, so we have this. So I'm going to continue to use a combination of... I don't want to take my mouse and go all the way over to the right-hand side and go all the way back over to the left. The torch is unlit and very old. Okay, this is actually going to help. This is actually a very nice little, nice writing. And you know what? Look at this. The cursor is transparent, which is kind of a nice effect. It's like a ghost cursor. Okay. Can we take... What? No, I didn't want to speak. I want to take. I chose the wrong thing. Hi. My words go unnoticed. I want to take. I pressed the wrong button. Okay, wait. Oh, and it stays on the same one. Interesting. So I can just try to take everything. The palette is good so far. This is, yeah, this is a very blue night. Oh, yes, the cursor in your game is a ghost, Bill Holton. Yeah, so this is wonderful. This came nicely. Let's open door. Ooh, the door is already open. I guess I must have double-clicked by accident. Go. Go here? Nice. Okay. Great. We have a bunch of exits we can examine. Too bad it doesn't keep time. I wonder if this feels like Day of the Tentacle. Can we open this? Can we open this? Ooh, can't. Seventh guest staircase. This is quite nice. A friend of your aunt's, perhaps. Ooh. Rembrandt definitely didn't paint this one. It's all blue, first of all. I like that I can, yeah, I can just choose one of these. Can't take it. Open sheet. Rug. Probably needed by my aunt herself. This is kind of nice. I like this quite a bit. And I can't open that. Can I just click there to go there? Oh wait, I have to go there. That's not. I'm not fond of that. The exit map looks a little like Blood Nova. Interesting. Yeah, there have been a few typos so far, but this is I do like the style. Although I do wish that these panes were swapped. I wish the game screen with the room was closer to the commands, so I didn't have to move back and forth quite so much. But no, there's a lot to like here. Another dust sheet, swords. Just another fish or uncle caught. So, oh, there's a fish here. Oh. Portrait of someone I don't know. Oh, cool. My witch aunt went to Hawaii. This is good. Can I take a sword? Nope. This is a fine game so far. Ooh, we have more color. Isn't this interesting? So when we move into a hallway that is lit better, there is more color going on. You're spooked, Felton? Dual names. This game was published by SoftLab Laboratories, which is kind of redundant now that I think about it. But on my disc it says Microforum, so I don't know. Maybe Microforum published it? Okay. Kakalakola, you're thinking of the Ivo 65 Blue song, which I'm ashamed to say I do kind of like. So there's some gray here, which is kind of nice. Shield as a lion. Ooh, Mojave tribe. Ooh, made of solid gold. Your aunt was an interesting lady. Our aunt was an interesting lady. A portrait of a wizard practicing his skills. Okay. I believe you. Let's go to take. Unfortunately, on this keyboard I have to press the function key to use my F keys, function keys. So it's a little awkward. Okay. Well, so far we haven't done anything much. Ooh. Large vase, antique mirror. Okay. I like how part 1 here is like in blood red letters. Okay. Let's keep examining stuff. Maybe the first lab in SoftLab was short for Labrador. Yeah, Soft Laboratory Laboratories. Labrador Laboratories. Yeah. They're also the same. Oh, Judge Khan, you like this game more than Seventh Guest? I like this because I like the color palette. Mirror gives a reflection of dried sticks. I want dried sticks. Let's take dried sticks. I can't take it. You have the same wizard painting Crit Rocket Runner. Oh, some of them have a function lock. I don't think mine has a function lock. But let me just try to press these buttons. Oh no, that doesn't work. It totally... Nope. That didn't work. I tried to just press the button and it didn't work. Hold on. Let me get back into my DOS box. Back into my DOS box, I said. Okay. So yeah, I do have to press the function key, unfortunately. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna die in the game? Let me save the game. I actually apologize because the sound in the game didn't seem like it'd be that promising, and I really should have done a little bit of research ahead of time. I kind of like how these exit blocks do correspond with what the screen is. Yeah, I like operate instead of use. Let's keep going. Ooh. 3 choices into the unknown. I kind of like that. I kind of want, if I was directing someone in a house about how to get to the bathroom, I'll say, this hall presents you with 3 choices into the unknown. two of which contain solid oakwood doors. The strongest sense of the prevailing presence of your late aunt surrounds your senses. I don't like the sound of that. Oh, good. Dual names. You haven't played this. Very good. Yes, Bilkun, you're not a fan of the music. I could load this and give you guys what the music would be. Okay, you know what? Let's cut the music then. You guys are not getting the scares. Okay, we're gonna have silence. Although, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save the game. And we're gonna load up that PC speaker music, and we'll see just how bad that's gonna get. Hello, Heavy777. Good to see you. Yeah, we're playing we're playing Last Half of Darkness. We're gonna use the mouse. We're gonna use. Okay, I don't have a Kovacs speech thing probably. I'm assuming. So let's use the. Yeah, you guys are gonna get treated to the PC speaker. It's probably gonna be really loud, but we'll adjust the sound. I remember this because I actually had my earbud off of my ear, and the sound was on, and I could hear it crinkling and crunching away, while it was not in my ear. How's that? Is that manageable for you guys? You asked for it. Yeah, that kind of sounded like the Star Wars Imperial theme. Did not expect that. That's the thing about these games is they're not even trying to scare you, but they're just really scary. Okay, yes. I turned the music down really low, so hopefully that'll be low enough for you guys. Press any key to begin. We're gonna play this with the music on, and even though I turned the sound down for you guys, I still have it at 100% in my ear. So this is what I do for you. Okay. Ooh. Okay, so we have wow. It was in this room. I'm just gonna read this because it's kind of fascinating. It was in this room 100 years ago tonight that your two great cousins were murdered by a vampire. Some still believe that their presence still exists in this very room. You don't say. Let's examine the little creepy kids. It appears these nice little girls are playing a game of patty cake. Okay. Oh. How's the volume for you guys? Okay, your sound is too low? Okay, so why don't we, I'll adjust the sound, I'll adjust the volume. We're going to put it back up a little bit. And then we'll do that again. We'll just hit the girls again until we get the sound volume that we want. How does that sound? Yes, I want to play again. Okay, load. Okay, I've put them, we're gonna try that again. Let's try that again. I've put the sound up, so let me know if this is too loud or too soft. How is that volume? Good? Okay, good, because it's deafening for me. The things I do. Okay, great. Yes, I'd like to play again. This is fine. Wonderful. Volume is great. Fantastic. Okay. Doors. So let's figure out what these girls want. Let's not hit them. That didn't work. Okay, so let us speak to the girls. Hi. Okay. What else would you like to try? Anything you guys like to try? I don't like it being turned deaf by it. Um, I'll kind of put it a little outside my ear so that it's not in my ear. That maybe doesn't seem worth it. It's fine. I'm not going to damage my hearing on your behalf. Okay, is there anything you'd like to tell these girls? Ask about cormorants? They're ignoring me. Okay, okay. That's not doing me any good, so let's just take a look around. It's hard to make out, but he assume. Well, I guess it's a me, so I'm a woman. I'm assuming that it's a wizard in the painting. That's what I usually do when it's hard for me to make out a painting. Everything's just wizards. Sure. Bed. The pillow's very soft. Can I take the pillow? I can't take that. Okay. What? Yeah, most paintings are of wizards. That's pretty fair. Can I turn it down on my end? Yeah. Let's just. This is this is our first time with this game, so this is why we're gonna do a little bit of adjusting. Let me adjust my own in-game volume, like my own PC volume. Let's see, master volume. Let's turn that way the heck down. Okay, so let's try that again. The girls don't care for me. I'm gonna hit them again though, because that's the best way to test the sound. No, I think I can. I definitely think I can lower it. So let me try that again. Load. Doors. Hit. Girls. Oh yeah, that's fine. Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, I turned the sound down for me. We're all good. Fionasa says, in the game I've been mocking up, I've been aiming for a look sort of like Backbone, but the more I see of these limited palettes, I just keep thinking maybe this is more moody and atmospheric way to go, especially as the game I'm wanting to make is a horror game. Yeah, she's got some good nails on her. Yeah, honestly, Fionasa, I'm a big fan of this, especially, if you're working on something on your own, you have limited resources, limited time. It's really effective. It is. Yeah, everyone here, you're not going to see anyone not liking a limited palette amongst this group of folk. Although Backbone, I admit, is gorgeous. Okay, so yeah, I mean we're at a good level of volume. So we're gonna load, and you know what? I'm not even gonna go into that room because they don't seem to care for me that much, and I don't care for them. So go, go. Yeah, it saves you a lot of time. Blahotsum exactly makes the point. Oh look, rare shrubs and stuff. Cool. Okay, so let's just get our examine out. Water can is empty, so we're gonna go for that. Cousins of the poinsettia family, average fern. Oh, ferns. Peach tree. Perhaps it's the fountain of youth. Okay, so let's take this. I hope we get our very first. Yay! We get our first inventory item. And so can we? You can't take that. I can't take my own thing that I have. Okay. I don't know how to operate. Click the object you wish to use the empty watering can on. Nothing happened, but I think something happened. Look at this. We got water now. Look. Examine. Oh. I can't look at my own stuff. Maybe. That's fine. I know what that is. Yeah, this is a wonderful use of like probably that's like 2 frames of animation going on here. And it does look otherworldly, and it does really feel like, if you see like a swimming pool that's lit up at night, it does have this beautiful fluorescent blue to it. But yeah, let's save it because we got water. Water. And I'm assuming we can't take like a peach or a plum or a fern or anything like that. No. But this is, I mean, there's some dithering going on here. This is a nice composition, and the fact that there's this animated cyan area it really does draw the eye. Oh no! Oh no! I'm gonna die. How do I wash my cut? How do I? Oh no! I'm gonna die. I just pricked myself on that. Operate. I might die. Use the, okay, how do I don't even know how to use my own thing. Click the object. I want to use it on myself. How do I wash this? How do I do that? Yeah, infected cut. I don't know how to use. Oh no, I just dumped the water. Examine, go, open, close, hit, take. Can I take the water from the can? I can't. Dual names, you like this game? I like the game so far too. I don't know how to use this watering can on myself. I'm gonna see if I die. Because I really don't see a way to use the watering can. Oops. No, they're using other. Oh, look at this! See, look at this beautiful usage of limited color. This is a study. Each book once printed on clean paper. This is very nice. Look at this. Yes, we've got red and yellow and a little animation. Oh, Mouse Mister saying perhaps we can make it larger for next stream, like the the game screen. You mean? Kakala wonderful to see you. Have a great night. Happy Crimson Tuesday, and thank you for wishing me luck. Yeah, the wood grain is nice. It's kind of a scary wood grain. There's a lot to be scared about here. Okay, so let's examine. Just your average chalkboard. It says I'm going to kill her XXX, like kiss, kiss, kiss. Rain. Red. Oh, look at this. Okay, so red of liquid, heat of flame. Give a drop to become quite tame. Press T to turn to the next bookmark. Okay, so I'm going to write a note. So this is last half of darkness. We're going to write notes. The back of the bookshelf looks like a maze. It's a creepy line quality. And I love how you can see different parts of the shelf because of our vantage point. It's kind of a nice detail. Okay, so red of liquid, heat of flame. Give a drop to become quite tame. I'm not going to write the whole thing. I get it. Is that the face from Scream? Oh, that doesn't it look like that? But I'm gonna keep reading. Bookmark 2. Blossom. So this is interesting. So this looks like our task list. Blossom green of sweet Gigi. Add to red and heat up thee. Okay. T. Oh, give a drop to girl soon dead. Blossom drop will raise her head. Will raise head. Okay, great. Secret lab just over there, right behind the case of bear. Behind bookcase. Nice. Oh yes, Dude, Where's My Beer? Deluxe Text. Yes, has another game with interesting use of limited palette. Shades of pink and gray. Yes, that game looks very distinctive. But yeah, I haven't even examined everything yet. So we've got this book contains mostly ghost stories. Oh, book. Okay. Bookcase is empty, so this is definitely where we need to be. Oh, quit. Made of oak. Okay. I guess we're going to operate this bookshelf. Nothing happened. Open bookshelf. Yay! Okay. Great. Let's go in. I wonder if we're going to die of poisoning. Can I take... I don't think I take the skull, but I'll try. You can't take it. Okay. Didn't expect it. Ooh! Oh, gorgeous! Look, here's something. It's basically like a black and white screen. And it's wonderfully done. Like, there's even a shadow there on the left on whatever that is, the clamp thing. Oh, I should save. You're right. Thank you. I need a channel redeem for save. Okay, yeah, we will save. So this is the SoftLab Lab. Oh, Bloodholes, and so you got Dude, Where's My Beer? Yeah, I've not played it. I love the visuals, and I do love a weird color palette. Ooh, yes, this is really, really nice. And dot matrix printer. Yeah, this is wonderful. This is very 1989/90. And honestly, just remember, just cast your mind back to, 1989 or 1990 or whenever you played this game, and just how it would probably be on like a shareware disc, like a CD or something, where you got a ton of like action games and all kinds of stuff, and then you get this. And as a kid who loved adventure games, and this is why I think those Hugo games had such an impact, is because there weren't very many shareware adventure games, really, that I remember on those discs. And so the ones that we did get they really stood out. That person 122, you really, really love the art of this game. I'm really enjoying this too. Ooh, a dead mouse lies inside the cage. Oh, so Blauholzen, yes, so you're saying that the actual game itself you didn't enjoy as much as the art? But this is interesting because you look at this cage, but when you click on it, there's a dead mouse. So I actually got a bit of a startle just from the fact that I can't see a mouse in there, but the game told me there was. Test tube over a candle. Candle's unlit. Plaque. National Witchcraft Association, the NWA, rewarding her for achieving excellence in the field of magic. Oh, Fiona, is Dude, Where Is My Beer? Is that a Canadian game? Oh wow! Oh, they're doing a Kickstarter for a sequel. Nice. Shareware and demos. What happened to shareware? I think so many of us enjoyed shareware very deeply, and that's why some of those games had a huge impact. Like Hugo had a huge impact. Commander Keen had a huge impact. Yeah, Fiona. So I do wonder though if you're right, because I sometimes get feelings about that. Um, and speaking of Apogee dual names, yeah, Apogee shareware games. George Broussard, came to stream the other day, so that was really cool. Because George Broussard, he is one of the co-creators of Duke Nukem, EGA, Apogee, all that fun stuff. And we didn't really, the chat was going, so it was so busy I didn't really get to address that. But it's really cool to see, he's still like out there, he's making stuff. He has plans here and there, although I don't think like maybe commercially, I don't know what he's up to now. But it was really cool. Yeah, dual names exactly. Yeah, and his username was George Broussard and everything. So it was wonderful to see him. But Apogee is like legendary. Yes, Cosmo 43's Tachyon Dreams is free. Tachyon Dreams is a wonderful text parser kind of AGI Sierra looking game, which I got to test. I got to beta test it or test it. But yeah, let's keep going. Dot matrix printer, everyone knows it. Perforated printer paper, lovely. Here's another thing. Letter from the Board of Education, requesting that your aunt teach chemistry next fall at the local high school. That's adorable. Yes, I think Dan was talking about Pharaoh's Tomb, like as being was one of his favorite games too. Chairs made. There's a lot of things made from solid oak here. Inch of Dust. I love how your aunt was a witch, but she had a computer and a secret lab. It's just wonderful. I think she's really cool. White lab coat is covered with blood. Okay. Filer. Okay, let's open. Wow, Dogs Talk says, dude, where's my beers? Two devs, one is Costa Rica, other Norway. Wow, the large snake turned my head into a pincushion with each strike to the head. That's very evocative. Oh, Dual Name says, if they ever made a Kickstarter but wanted kidneys instead of money, I'd give my kidney to Apogee. Slash Studio, have a wonderful night. Oh, Bloholzen, the snakes walk with their ribs. Yeah, your aunt was a cool lady and she kept snakes in her drawers. You know, it's fine. I should have seen it coming. You're absolutely right. I might still just I might slowly still be dying of poison as far as I know, which is okay. I accept it. Lab. Yeah, so we're here. I guess I'm not opening that, but can I take like the lab coat? I can't take it. Can I operate the lab coat? No, can I operate the printer? Oh my god, I need to access the code. Okay, access code for the access code. So let's look around and see if our aunt had anything in here with a number or a word we can use. Access denied. Okay. Oh, actually, I should find out how many letters the access code is. Okay, so it's a 5-letter access code. 5 digits. And the snake was lovely, Heavy 777. I agree. This is a good little game. Yeah, Maximus, it might be in Australia. You're right. Yeah, snakes in the toilet, snakes in the drawers. Yeah, I wonder what I'll need to bypass the snake. It probably will be some, you know, playing of music. Can we operate the printer? Nothing happened? Well, that's typical. Oh, you know what? There's a plug here, so I wonder. No? Oh no, examine I wanted. I'm absorbed. Computer's plugged into an outlet. Operate. Nothing happened. So let's look at these things again and see if there's anything. Questing and teach? Nope. National Witchcraft Association. 5 digits. Maybe. Can I take? Can't take that. Can't take that. I don't imagine. Can I take the rat? Eating with, do you actually have a pet snake that you keep in a junk drawer? 5 digits. It could be a date. It doesn't have to be digits. We can try which. I'll try which. Access code which. Access denied. Apparently, logic. This is one of the tougher puzzles in this game, but apparently logic will win the day. So. Okay. We're gonna go. We're still. This is our first pass through this game, so we're just gonna take a look. I'm going to kill her. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Nope, nothing here. And try repositioning the cursor on an interesting object. Maybe snake. Ooh, you're right, Crit Rocket Runner. That's a good one. I like it. Yeah, and I might have said no backseating, but you know what? This is fine. This is a perfectly enjoyable way to do this. Snake. Access denied. That was a good try, though. I like it. But we're gonna just keep exploring, because, you know. Okay. Oh, wait, I did go that way. Okay, wait. Ooh, look at this. Stuffed animals. Like a different kind of stuffed animal. Oh, late uncle. Flaholt says, I'm literally a mod. I'm giving suggestions unprompted. I don't mind, as long as like you guys are just kind of spitballing. Just guessing. All right. Oh, look, there's a thing on this. I love how the color here is being used so judiciously. This is the. This sure is a strange place for a dropper. Your aunt loved that cat. This is cute. Nothing fishy. Late uncle, most safety-conscious rifleman in the entire Riflemen's Association. Too bad he accidentally shot himself. This game is funny, too. I like how the old dust sheets covering the chair means we didn't have to draw furniture. Oh. Oh, look! Aw, look, they've got a moose head in this game, or a deer head. Okay, let's take the dropper. I love how it's kind of so tiny. It's in scale with the watering can. Isn't that fun? Can we use the dropper? Nothing. Okay. Save. Dropper. This is absorbing. I'm having a ball. Yeah, these were the coolest aunts and uncles. Like, your uncle and your aunt were like, your aunt was a witch. Your uncle was like, would shoot and stuff. And it is fascinating. And I'm not sure about the size of this inventory. We'll see. But yeah, we can go out. Or do we? Is there anything else to operate? I don't think this doesn't look like stuff we could operate. But let's keep going. Ooh, look at this lighting. Honestly, this lighting is very nice. Huh. This is nice writing too. I haven't really been reading it, but I'm going to read this part. Personal nightmares inventory system. I'd rather have this playpen style inventory where it just kind of. Hopefully, I can fill this up. Personal nightmare you had about like 8 slots, and then you have to shuffle stuff around in your pockets and things. But this is a nice piece of writing. This path splits into 2 different directions, both twisting around mysterious, strange-looking trees and leading into darkness. The night air here fills your senses with a unique mist that infiltrates your common sense and predictability. So what they're saying, they're basically justifying all the weird stuff we're going to try to do in this game because of the mist. But I'm actually a big fan of like these in-betweeny type of screens where not every single room in an adventure game has to have necessarily a purpose. Like I like this breathing room stuff that connects one room from to the next room. It's not complete efficiency. We get to have some atmosphere being set with this type of beautiful lighting. And just look at the lighting of this hill. Where on the crest of the hill, we have this nice hand done dithering, and then as it curves toward the road, we get more shade. And the lighting is on the tree. It's very directional. I think maybe, I don't know, I guess the mist is diffusing the light, although I feel like I want the right side of this tree that's unlit to be even darker. I want the diffusion, I want there to be more tone differential in the diffusion areas. Cosmo43 says, in the Crimson Diamond we have a roaring waterfall flows speedily off the escarpment. Great writing, thank you. Yeah, I love a natural dither, and there's something about a natural dither that does feel spooky. It does. And the composition is very nice. This is all very nice. This is spooky. This is how I draw trees, so I respect those trees. Okay, so let's go. And look at, oh my goodness. This is really growing on me. This is all, I'm just going to start reading these because they are so pretty. We should call them. Hey, Julia thinks you need darker trees. Look, listen to this. Yeah, the number we needed, there was a 5-digit access code. It could be 5 letters, 5 numbers, a combination. Oh, I thought you meant the access code. Yeah, 16192 terror. Mouse reminds you of the fish gutting scene in TCD. Okay, here we go. I'm going to try to do my best NPR. A lighted torch illuminates this twisted path leading through a creepy old fence beyond the hill. My voice is kind of going. Crackle sounds from the torch echo throughout the trees as embers float up into the night sky. Yeah, I love this. I love this composition. It's very dramatic. The lighting is great. This little this is what you can do. This is the magic of like pixel art, this is the magic of low res. It's just it gives you just enough. Um just enough. Oh, whoops. 2 frames. They're not even going with the 3 frames. Ooh, there's a cemetery, you guys. I don't think I can take the torch. I don't imagine I can just take this. No. Okay, we're going to save it. Torch. Lovely. Lovely. Yeah, and yeah, it's not too much, not too little. Like in terms of animation, it's as little. It's the smallest animation you could possibly have. 2 frames. If it was 1 frame, it would not be moving. Oh, pour water on the torch. The Luxtalk said, I told you could get away with a 2-frame river. Yeah, I was luxurious with the 3 frames of animation there. Let's try to, yeah, why not? Let's try that. No, it didn't work. We're going to load that because we still want the water. Okay. But let us go into the cemetery, shall we? Ooh. Bloodborne runs at 30 FPS. Look at this. This is really good. The cyan, it's immaculate. This is why I love playing EGA games. I hope to continue to play EGA games on streams in the future. Oh my gosh. Another great composition. The use of the cyan is great. It is great. The entrance gates. Okay. The entrance gates into the cemetery is illuminated by an old caretaker's lantern. As he digs, his faithful dog stands, shivering and wailing in terror. Fantastic. Fantastic. I'm so thrilled. Okay. Doggy. Oh, he's scared. Lantern. Take the lantern. Take the lantern. You wonder what the old caretaker is digging up. And dual names. I'm glad you're having a great time. I'm having a very good. Let's talk to the dog first. Woof. Hmm. Hmm. Can I hit? I'm not gonna hit the dog. I would never do that. Can I hit the guy? Nothing was damaged. Can I pour water on him? Can I pour water on his lantern? No. Okay. I like how cryptic this is. It's almost like they're so preoccupied in what they're doing, like you can't. You just can't reach them. Sit? Is there a sit? There's no. Maybe I can ask him if he needs help. Help? Nope. Yeah, we're not that good. The girls were upset with us, though, so, you know, maybe not a full-grown man. Ooh. Wonderful. Update, moon still not interesting. But we have a bunch of different ways to go. Oh, what you'd say to a dog. Oh, okay, like basic dog commands. Gotcha. Guest house. Yeah, the doors are kind of wide, aren't they? The caretaker and his dog must be digging something up for dinner. Like that's the assumption that you're making. Who's weird? Who's the weird one? Oh, nice. Ian Han, thank you for the follow. I hope you're enjoying this. I'm enjoying this immensely. I'm enjoying this way more than Personal Nightmare. Um, but I'm gonna stop it. I think I'd cut it off at 11:30. But I just wanted. I'm just. And I gotta look for someone to raid. I forgot to raid someone the other time, so that's on me. Wallpaper. Yes, wallpaper. I mean, it's the same pattern, just made darker. They didn't try to angle it, but I still respect a wallpaper. That's a weird sentence. This room is filled with the odor of a wet dog and fresh mud. It is only obvious that the caretaker doesn't take as much pride in his home as he does in his holes. Wow, I don't like us. I don't like us, our character. Looks like some kind of hick. Probably another one of your relatives. This painting shows real talent. Okay. It's a very dusty candle. Hmm. Can we take this candle? Yes. I kind of like how the graphic in your inventory is the exact same graphic as it is in the game. Like they didn't even make another asset for, oh, this is when you pick this up. It looks exactly like it did in the room. Yeah, I don't know. I think we kind of suck. I'm not a fan of us. But we did get a candle. Candle. Okay. Let's close that door. I can't I can't close that? Okay. Yeah, yeah, the protagonist like, thought that was a dump and I kind of thought it was nice. Yes, and being a caretaker for a haunted mansion can't pay that much. Oh, this is our late aunt's grave. Her presence prevails the air around you, giving her grave an eerie. Like they didn't have spell check. Did they have spell check in 1989? But it's fine. I understand what he means. Ooh. The headstone reads, Mrs. Hurst is gone and dead. She died asleep and in her bed. Her heir is here and will die too before the night is over and through. Yeah, I think I might be on the girl's side with us. I think we're a bunch of meanies. This is lovely. The firmly packed soil hides the unknown. Oh, okay. Well, ant. Lovely. Delightful. Maybe the girls were the real heroes. Awesome. Awesome. Good times. Good times. I think, yeah, maybe it seems like this is going well, unless I've kind of soft locked myself somehow. But I'm enjoying this. I've got some clues. I've met some folks. No, thank you, Fiona, for coming. I appreciate you coming. So now, yeah. So next week, I'm not sure what Dan will be able to get up to for stream. But if not Dan, then more art with me. More last half of darkness, which fantastic so far. Fantastic so far. Um, Super happy. But yeah, yeah. So that'll be that. There will be something next week as usual for Crimson Tuesday. Um, Now it's time for us to look for someone to raid. Last half of dark. I love the fact that on my Twitch channel you can see what I've last played, and like my little personal nightmares on there, and this will be up there soon, and it just makes me feel like yay, I'm doing stuff. Oh, good. Whatever it ends up being, look forward to next week. Me too. Me too, Blaholtzen. Thank you for coming, everyone. Take care. Judge Khan says, I'm reinvested in this game. We'll try to catch the next bit. You're very, very welcome. Dual Names asks, what days do you mostly stream? Is there a stream schedule? I want to catch this game in your wonderful stream, but I'm super bad at that. So, Dual Names, yeah, I stream on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's what we do every week. Sometimes it is a music stream, sometimes it's an art stream, kind of depending on how Dan can be, because Dan's got a schedule that's busier than mine. He's got a lot of stuff going on. So yeah, Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern here. That person 122, thank you for coming. I had a wonderful time too. Kurt Rocket Runner, Heavy 777, wonderful, wonderful. This was a lovely night. Yes, Marsman is pretty dry out here. Not a lot of streams. I thought you were making a pun, Mousemas, but I assume what you actually mean is places to raid. My usual thing. Cosmic43, great to see you. Good luck with the rest of your Kickstarter. Yeah, what I usually go to is I look for the Crimson Diamond first, above all. Although my computer's being really slow right now. But I'm going to put my tunes back on while I look for something. So I'm going to pump up the volume again and look for something to raid. Okay. Looking for someone to raid. Let's look for the Crimson Diamond first. That is always the person who will win. Okay, no one is playing the Crimson. No one's playing the Crimson Diamond right now. Okay, that's fine. That's to be expected. Is anyone playing the Colonel's Bequest? No one is playing the Colonel's Bequest. Let me look at who I've got on my my list of people, that the usual folk. Let's see. This guy's playing an adventure game for C64. Great pal at Chubbo. That could be where we end up. I'm just taking a quick look. Skinned Teen is playing something moderately spooky, and I'm very curious about that because we've just been playing something spooky. Oh wow, what's this? Try It Tuesday. She is playing demos. And Skin Teen was streamed the Crimson Diamond over the Big Adventure event, which was awesome. But this game looks my computer is kind of having issues right now. I don't think it's DOSBox that's causing the slowdown, but just in case, I'm closing off DOSBox and my captions. But I don't know, the game, I'm not sure about this game. It looks really gorgeous, but it's not really our retro look, our retro thing that we do. Let's see. Okay. I gotta actually turn up my sound too while I'm waiting and looking. This is always the hardest part of the night. Okay. Let's look up Chubo, who is playing C64 games. Yeah, I'm sorry for the delay. My computer's just exceptionally slow right now. And now it's running a commercial. But hope to see you guys next week while I awkwardly figure out raid as usual. Okay, what do we got here? Ooh! Oh, that looks awesome! Okay, this looks amazing. Mouse Miss, this looks amazing. Look at this adventure game. I've never seen it. I love it. It looks really cool. Okay, we're rating Chubo. Um, okay. Turning off the music. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Give me a second. Okay, we're going to. This looks amazing. I never really played I don't think I had any kind of adventure game that was like this. Whenever I had I had a VIC 20, but this looks amazing. We're gonna go here. And our hold on. Before I do that, our raid message is gonna be. Let's see. Let's see. Play weird old video games. Retro. Retro lovin' raiders raiding. So, okay. Raid message is going to be retro loving raiders raiding, and whatever, if you have Crimson Diamond emotes, you can throw those in there. Mouse Miss, thank you for coming as always. It's always good to see you. And we're going to do that. That's the raid message. Retro loving raiders raiding, and we're going to raid Chubo. Take care, Blah Holton, as well. Thank you for being here for modding. Although, yeah, there's usually not much to do here, but that's a good problem to have. Chubo. Let's do it. Great. Wonderful. Looks like we're all here. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Great. See you guys next week, and thanks for coming. Gonna hit it. Woo. Woo, woo, woo.